All right, we're live.
You want me to share the link
Yeah, go ahead.
to Retard Rehab?
Yeah. So,
What up?
nothing. What do you think about Comicsgate overall? Do you like it or dislike it? Comicsgate.
All right. That's a broad question.
It is, yeah, pretty broadside. Yeah.
Do I like Comicsgate? What does that mean?
What is Comicsgate? Do you
A bunch
like
of
it?
days. Um,
You find it interesting enough to keep talking about it?
uh, I like the fact that I have found other individuals who can tolerate vitriol, crude humor, and still associate with each other.
Yeah.
Um, I appreciate
Bro
that.
jokes.
So, Comicsgate, as you
Yeah.
see it, has, uh, given us, what we have right now. Like I know you. If it wasn't because of Comicsgate, quote
We
unquote,
wouldn't
I
know
wouldn't
each
know.
other. Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't know Darren Wagner. I wouldn't know
D-Wag.
Anthony.
Bow.
Um,
Dark gift. Yeah.
so there is that. Do I like the individuals who make money in this Comicsgate community?
I do.
No, I have come to find out that there are a bunch of
I like them
idiots,
a lot.
stringer alongers, will take your money and not give you anything back. They're like drug addicts asking for money. Uh, but it's attractive to me because it creates fun conversations.
Right.
Yeah. But as of now, like I'll never harass Heather again to buy another comic book from any of these retards.
You have to ask her permission.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Not a chance in hell.
I have found Comicsgate to be full of earnest businessmen and women. Business
Ernest, huh?
women.
Okay.
Earnest. They have been.
Is
That
it? So when you say Ernest,
a lot of people do want to honestly create the best comic book that they can
no.
create.
When you say Ernest, you
Put it
mean
on
hold
Indiegogo,
on.
my comic, or whatever. And they
When you say
honestly want
Ernest, shut
to
up.
do the best work that they can.
Shut up on your own stream.
No, shut up. No, you shut up. This is my
When
stream.
you say when you say Ernest, you mean scoundrel, right?
Earnest, no, that they honestly are
Scoundrel.
plying their trade.
Scoundrel.
They might be a scoundrel. Yes, I'll allow for the possibility that a lot of the people in Comicsgate who I adore and spend money on are scoundrels. They are. Almost
Every one of them.
probably all of them are scoundrels. Ethan's a scoundrel. Cecil's a scoundrel. John, Shane,
Yeah.
you are. I am. We're scoundrels.
No. I don't know what I scoundrel for. I don't believe I get anything out of it.
I'm a simp. I do. I get.
I get like the friendship, the camaraderie of, and the conversations, etc., etc. But like, I don't believe I am a scoundrel. I have not gone.
You're
to
a
that
bastard.
field.
You're a son of a bitch, bro.
Yeah, I'm a bastard. I'm son of a bitch. Totally not a scoundrel. Yeah. I can't rob people for their money.
You're in your face, but you're honest. It's like we know what we're dealing with when we're dealing with gay dollar. You're honest. I don't think
it would be cool. Like to be a scoundrel, it takes a certain type of personality, and you see those people.
I'd be a good scoundrel if I wanted to be a scoundrel, but I can't keep up with the lies.
I think you're too gay and too happy and too like upbeat like you don't have scoundrelism in you. Like,
Huh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I do not get a
Scoundrelism.
scoundrel vibe from you. Like D-Wag, Paulus, like, because they're in the chat, I'll bring them up. I don't get
I
that
have
from
people in my chat. This is my chat. I
money.
have to read
Money. Have you ever been around absolute money hustlers? Like, I've had a few that I've been around in my life.
Kick gay dollar. Kick gay dollar. Look at that. D-Wag is telling you to fuck off. How you feel, Stephen? I'm fine, Darren Wagner. Thank you. Gay homosexual women. Wow. That's loaded. That's a loaded comment right there, Paul. Sorry.
That's a
What does
great
that mean? Gay homosexual women.
Sounds like a straight woman.
I want to be a scoundrel.
It's hard, D-Wag. I think it would break your soul.
Paulus believes in D-Wag. And Paulus is a woman. So apparently this woman, Paulus, believes in this man, D-Wag. That's what
I
I'm
don't know why. So why did you start a stream?
Because you DM'd me saying, I kind of want to stream, but not really. And I was like, me too, but not. So I started one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hedonistic egotism, right?
It might be, yeah, because I want to be noticed. Hey, notice me, notice me. Yeah.
But you're not a scoundrel.
Huh?
But you're not a scoundrel. Yo, I've met some gay ass scoundrels in my life. I worked at this. You ever heard of a cookout? You got a cookout in Tennessee?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's like a Ratchet Chick-fil-A. You never heard of it?
Nope. But I don't like Mexican food. So
It won't work if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I believe in the ability to be. See, Paulus, you're being too corny. You've stretched the corniness level. The rubber band has snapped.
I believe in his ability to be a scoundrel gay woman. He believes in my ability to, or your ability to do it, gay dollar. I think you could be a better gay woman scoundrel than me.
Have you been paying them? You gotta have something to talk about, bro.
All right. Okay.
Can you do it?
I adore Ethan Van Sciver. I adore Cecil. I adore John Malin. I adore Shane Davis. Jan Lin. All of that. But a lot of people don't. They just think they're all sons of bitches and bastards and motherfuckers who are ripping people off.
How many people is that?
5, 7. Okay, maybe 35.
Doesn't matter then.
Does it?
John Malin had a stream last night. I think it had like 800-900 people in it. So let's just use the high number. You said 35. Does it really matter to him, and does it really matter to you? Like what I imagine.
Me.
I feel like because I'm a poor, I feel like we're stuck in this cyclical manner where because we're all poor, we can't get out of this
being poor.
We can't get out of this like gay nature, this stuff that we talk about all the time repetitively. And I would like one day, for people like yourself and like Elasmat recently has been like really, really like quoting nonsensical dribble from the chat. So he's not like, when I see him type, he's not really, it's not him typing, it's his emotional reaction in the community that he's typing. And Paulus does the same thing too. That's what I mean by Paulus.
Emotional reaction to the community, bro. Okay. All
yeah.
right.
So like Paulus has that same behavior. Like he was flipping tables in retard rehab. And then he was like, I believe in his ability to be a scoundrel gay woman. Like there's this like odd, peculiar attribute that it seems like a bunch of us have, and we want to get away from it, but we can't, or maybe we're addicted to it so much so that we don't want to get away from it. Then we just start repeating nonsensicals that other people repeat, right? And then like that's when you like need to start gauging like how gay you are.
Yeah, Ethan really likes me. I like him too.
Yeah. And the fact that you even type that D-Wag, like, do you know how gay that sounds? Like, I'm just.
But no, I know, like, when I read it, that's like me too. Like, Ethan really likes me. Ethan knows who I am. He knows.
Yeah, but what does that do for you?
I really like him too, so I'm going to continue spending money on his work.
I just don't understand the sensationalism around like names and ideas. I don't get it. Maybe that's why I'm so addicted to it, because I hate that y'all are addicted to like this sensationalism, and like my hatred towards that is like what makes me fucking stay around you, retard.
That's why Dean is part of it. Dean is a weasel, that fucker.
Well, he's Arab, and you can't trust Arabs.
Right, so. He's half Arab, so I can half trust him.
It doesn't matter. It's like half black, you're black.
Right.
Half Arab, you're Arab.
I'm half Irish.
Well, for white people, apparently it's different.
Right. Bro, you pissed Risey off. You said Moon Cricket on Risey's stream, and he kicked you off and he ended his stream.
Yeah, I got a couple DMs after that, and they were saying, ha, 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 ha. It was actually multiple people. I thought that was funny. But I think Risey just wanted a reason to cancel that stream.
That's what Risey does. He's funny.
No one cares about Moon Crickets.
I don't think anybody really does, except for the person who has 1 million YouTube subscribers and multiple corporate sponsors.
All right, so
let's want to piss off.
Did you hear my complaining a moment ago about like the nonsensicals of things? Do you hear how you and I were so like inculcated with like this aura of conversation that we talk about Moon Crickets? Do we have anything else to talk about? Do you understand how gay this is? Like,
yeah,
I'm still going to participate, but like,
right.
We have
the rest of our lives to talk about, but we're talking about this. I mean, I sort of get it. I understand what you're saying, that we're both living our lives. We both have other things to talk about with other people. But then when we come on live or we go on X or we go on Instagram, we're talking about this bullshit.
Why does it happen?
Because it's interesting. Gay Dollar. It's interesting. Ethan Van Sciver is interesting. Cecil is interesting.
No, they're not.
Absolutely not. Shane is interesting. If you like comic books, Eric July is interesting. It's,
I guess.
It's interesting. People like to pay attention to it and make fun of it and, say good things about it and say bad things about it.
I was talking with Grok the other day about this.
There you go. How's he doing? I miss Grok.
Yeah, we had a good conversation. And I was like, why do men wake up and talk so much about other men? Okay, so I actually have something we can go over. Did I save it? Oh, please let me save it. I didn't. Okay, so I watched a video the other day. Who's that motherfucker? That tall ass white boy who always says funny shit with the thick ass glasses. Come on, chat.
Scottish guy?
He actually has the J Dollar show or the Dollar Stream.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, so there's Sam Hyde. Okay, Sam Hyde, Dollar
that
Stream.
guy. No,
Okay, so this is
pay attention to any of those people, Pulsar says. I
Yeah,
don't
Sam
pay attention to any of those people.
It's because you're stupid and you're surrounded by like Ethan, Shane, like that has like become like it's so odd to me.
We should
This behavior that we all have, like why are we so gaily attracted to all of this? Why do we
gaily? That's a good question. Why do I pay attention to you? Why do you pay attention to me? Why is Comicsgate a thing?
What is that beeping?
At your
What is that beep?
Smoke alarm. Beep.
I don't have any batteries in my smoke alarm.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
It's the dryer. I forgot to turn the little signal thing on.
So, is Comicsgate worthwhile? Are these people that we pay attention to? Let's say Shane and Ethan and John and Cecil, and everybody. Are they worth it? Are they worth paying attention to? Are they worth spending money on? Are they going to do what they promise that they're going to do? I think yes. Because Ethan has proven to me, anyway, time and time again, that he pays attention to me. In that stupid video. Let me find it.
All right, let's I'm going to share this.
Are you?
And we're going to listen to a little bit of what
me.
Sam Hyde says. Okay. All right, share my screen.
Wait.
What's up, Ilya Krinslitsky? Oh, I forgot to smoke. Are you retarded? Can you share the fucking tab? All right.
Is that it?
You know, getting good, getting self-defense, getting money, getting skills, getting
All right.
chatting.
You can hear it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chatting with boys. To some degree, one words. And HH. We have 31 viewers, 31 words. Memorize them. HH.
Timmy
31
HH.
Timmy.
Timmy with 20. Longtime fan. I need help, man.
Timmy with the 20, is that his username?
Timmy.
What is this? I don't understand what I'm looking at.
$20.
All right. So this is Sam Hyde. It's called the Dollar Stream. But ignore all that and listen to what he's about to say. And I want you. I just listen to what he's about to say. Sounds something like you can do that. You can do it. Yeah, and he's playing OG Fallout.
I would say get on Discord. You're going to want to go on Discord and talk to as many people for as long as possible. Stay up till 3 a.m. And then you'll be happy.
Any advice on meeting some cool MDE types? Brother is struggling worse than I would tell anyone IRL. I'm in Pittsburgh and need some advice for my favorite area.
Okay, well you don't want to have MDE types. You don't want to be friends with people who are making school jokes. You definitely don't want to be on.
You don't want to be friends with people who are making what kinds of jokes?
School N-word jokes.
Oh, like moon cricket.
Yeah, school moon cricket jokes.
Well, you
Right.
don't want to have MDE types. You don't want to have. You
Why
don't want to be
not?
friends
Why wouldn't you want to be friends with people like
with
that?
jokes. You definitely don't want to be on motherfucking Discord, chatting with boys. To some degree, you're supposed to be antisocial if you're a man.
Chatting
You're
with boys.
not, I'm sorry to tell you this, and this got me. People didn't like this last time I said it, but
Chat with
if
the
you're a
boys.
man, you're not.
What?
Just chat with the boys.
All right, let's
Moon
just try to get past this on your stream, because remember when you talk over it, the audio is together, and depending on whichever it favors, it'll favor what you say over Sam Hyde, or sometimes, you see what I'm saying? So let's take a deep dive. Let's listen to what another man.
But hit play. I'll shut
Okay. Okay. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry to tell you this, and this got me. People didn't like this last time I said it, but if you're a man, you're not supposed to be endlessly social. You're just not. You're supposed to be working on something. You're supposed to be gathering power and agency in the world, establishing yourself, getting good, getting self-defense, getting money, getting skills, getting
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
It wasn't me.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Well, you don't want to have MDE types. You don't want to be friends with people who are making school jokes. You definitely don't want to be on motherfucking Discord chatting with boys. To some degree, you're supposed to be antisocial. If you're a man, you're not. I'm sorry to tell you this, and this got me. People didn't like this last time I said it, but if you're a man, you're not supposed to be endlessly social. You're just not. You're supposed to be working on something. You're supposed to be gathering power and agency in the world, establishing yourself, getting good, getting self-defense, getting money, getting skills, getting making it so that your time is more valuable. We got to go to a $50 chat.
I don't like this guy.
So I want to play this crap and not give out too much.
Who is this homo?
But yeah, I wouldn't worry about being social. I'd worry about your bankroll, getting that up, getting your skills up, making your time worth more money. The social thing, just be unhappy. You're not gonna find happiness talking to other people. That's ridiculous, man. That's not how it works.
We got
I'm not
Justin.
gonna find happiness talking to you, Gaynor.
And like teenage and social thing, just be unhappy. You're not gonna find happiness talking to other people. That's ridiculous, man. That's not how it works.
We got Justin.
That's how it works for women. That's how it works for women and like teenage and younger boys where socialization is more important. But once you're an adult, what are you, socializing? I don't know. Go to a sports bar. Go talk to go to a gay bar.
We got Justin with $20. I played your stand-up routine at 60 FPS.
So my opinion. This is what affects me. Like the gay behaviorism, bro. Like, oh my god,
behaviorism. I don't know what that means.
Like, I just want to fucking crush my own skull. And again, this is why I'm so attracted to you fucking idiots. I hate it so much that I can't help but like to listen to some of y'all. And I don't think I'm insane, but I think it's insane behavior. Because
insane behavior to do what? To believe in a few people who know how to make college.
I'm not a believer in anybody. I'm a failure through and through. So I know my own behaviors. I can never trust another person. Like, especially if it's a man who cries on the internet so much.
Who's crying on the internet?
Everyone.
Are you? I am.
I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm crying. I'm crying. Yeah. But I think you get what I'm saying. So what do you always say? Why do I deal with you people?
Why do I pay attention to you people?
So
why do you pay attention to me?
When did that phrase pop up in your head? What were you doing that day? Do you remember? When?
2018. Okay.
What were you?
Can I go back in the Wayback Machine?
Yeah.
That
I want to know why that popped.
You know that stupid video? I am the leader of Comics Gate, and you can be too.
Yeah, and I joked you because you had the rainbow rug on your.
Right. Exactly. Lap. So Ethan Van Sciver, just on the offhand, he was live, and he said, "I need help from my followers. Can you just say these words, and maybe I'll put you in a video?" So I said, and I was listening to it. I said, okay. So my nephew and I were listening to it. So my nephew filmed me, with that stupid Afghan over. I said,
Yeah.
I'm going to confiscate, and you can be too. And I was holding a copy of Green Lantern Rebirth, the variant cover #1. And I said, if Ethan Van Sciver puts me in this stupid video, then I'll buy Cyberfrog Blood Honey. He did, so I did. And then another time, Ethan Van Sciver was saying that I'm having, I want to make this page that I'm drawing like really cool. If my fans, if you would send me a picture of you expressing scorn, fear, or hatred, and send me a picture of your face, doing that, I want to draw you into Cyberfrog Blood Honey. So as soon as he said that live, I did it. I sent. And he did. He put it in. So I'm in that stupid video and in Cyberfrog Blood Honey, just my face. So in the way that I interact with Ethan is that he recognizes who I am as a customer, I guess, and has done everything that he said. So he delivered Cyberfrog Blood Honey. He's really late on Rainbow the Brute. Really, really late on.
It's so funny how you're like programmed to say everything, but like.
Am I blowing too many unicorn farts up Ethan's nose? Am I? I really like the guy. I like what he's doing.
I don't mind. I think he's one of the better radio show hosts in this community that I have found myself in. And I really don't mind him. Just like I don't mind Lord Raptor Jesus.
I like Lord Raptor Jesus.
I
voted for him in 2024. I voted for him as the most entertaining in the chat. You remember the chat, the last chat vote?
So remember I was saying we got to get past this glorification of like so I brought up Lord Raptor and you're like, slob knob, let me repeat my excitement for him. So like how do we get past this? Like or is it defined in your life to where it can never be like even in your real life when you're not streaming? You sometimes talk about Shane and Ethan and John. Do you ever do that? Because I do that.
In my real life, I never talk about Comicsgate because the people in my real life
don't believe you.
Can give a shit. They don't care. The people in my real life don't give a flying fuck about Comicsgate. They don't even know what it is.
I think you're lying to me.
Okay.
Because of how dedicated you are on this internet, it's impossible for you not to speak about the things that are going on the internet that you're associated with in some capacity with people in your family, extended
because it's
or direct.
Stupid. Why would they care?
That's what you do.
I understand.
So, isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
You see how trapped this I feel like it's a conundrum. And I
have no regrets.
I wonder if like other people who are in other YouTube niches have the same type of thoughts that I do.
Invite. Copy. Can I do this? Where can I? Okay.
D-Wag, why don't you come on?
Did I do it right? Did I share the link correctly?
Yeah, he already had it, but
Huh? No, I never sent it to.
I sent it to him.
You're the Okay, so there I put it in the chat. Can you see it? Is that a clickable link? Anybody can come on here and talk about
How did
and how wonderful Ethan Van Sciver and Cecil is. Cecil, I love that guy. And John Malin and Shane Davis are. And what, oh dear, pieces of shit everybody else is. Motherfuckers, sons of bitches like Lord Raptor and Dean. That motherfucker.
So, do you get happy or excited like when you're a part of something and like you're in the like I was watching Liam and he was on that Keemstar thing the first time or whatever and his audio was fucking up.
He auditioned.
Yeah, and then when he kicked him and they brought him back on, he was like watching himself while he was frozen.
Couldn't see his face.
Do you ever watch yourself on the internet or watch your own streams or
every now and then I try. Okay, I've watched the videos that I've taken of me doing flips and cartwheels and front handsprings and crabs and all that. I watch those, but
T-Wag, that's not what I'm saying.
I don't watch any of the streams that I was on. Like any of the Lord Raptor Jesus streams.
Okay, so you're not like narcissistic enough.
I'm not going to watch them again. I cannot watch them again.
Yeah, okay, good.
I'm
the same way.
Stand listening to me because I'm such an insufferable twat.
I think that, yes, I think that about myself too.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't want to watch myself. Like,
yeah.
I don't even like myself.
I barely want.
Why would I watch myself?
Gay dollar.
Like I just.
I know.
I don't know. I think it's a very interesting time. Maybe it is so satiating to like Liam, where it's like boner quality. Like I've never had in my head, and I guess people do. It's fine. I've never like this fanaticism, like fans, like having fans or your chat. I like my chat. Like in my head, I never want to say my chat. You get what I mean? Like it's like my fans.
My chat, my fans. It's all about me.
But it sounds so condescending and so fucking gay to me, and it's just like
it's my chat, my brethren. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a psychopath, and I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are a psychopath, I think. Look, Darren Wagner says he's a narcissist. Darren Wagner is a narcissist. That's confirmed. What do you think about that, Darren? I do. It's all about Darren Wagner. Every single thing that he tweets, every single thing that he puts on YouTube, and I love his shorts, is about Darren Wagner. He is a narcissist of the highest order. Thank you, Seven, for reading your chat. You're welcome, Darren. You narcissist, old fellow. Darren, I posted the link in the chat. Come on in, buddy.
He said he's charging his phone. I have to pee. BRB.
All right, BRB. Me too. Okay. All right. 7 probably spends all day thinking about me. Darren Wagner, that is not far from the truth. Not exactly true, but it's not exactly false. I'm coming soon. Well, all right. I look forward to when you do, Darren D-Wag. I have one more beer left and a lemonade. One more.
I'm not depressed.
I didn't say you were.
D-Wag said I was.
Oh, did he? Yo, J Dollar is so. Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, it's not.
Why are you so depressed, Gay Dollar?
It's not depression. I don't understand the infatuation. I'm not an infatuationist. Like I just.
A skeptic.
No. I'm not. It's not even that. Like I just.
An analyst. What are you? You're not. Okay. So you're not exactly excited for Comicsgate. Like, ooh, it's like
No, not anymore at all.
I'm an obvious cheerleader for Comicsgate. I mean, nobody can deny that. But you're just like, oh, okay, Comicsgate is Comicsgate.
Well, I'm a disgruntled.
I got to live with it or die with it or blah, 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 blah.
No, I'm a disgruntled patron.
Okay.
Patron.
Disgruntled.
But also at the same time, the sensationalism around these names, like these small groups of people, I just the fascination.
What names? What small groups of people?
You know, John, Ethan, Shane, like that's like from sun up to sundown when you're eating your fucking Captain Crunch in the morning. Thinking about fucking with John or Shane.
They pop up on my feed.
Like, bro, like the gay, it's so gay. Like, I just.
It is, yeah. I'm pretty gay for Comicsgate. I gotta say, that's pretty undeniable. I'm a big homo fucking sexual for Comicsgate.
Yeah, you're a cheerleader.
You can't deny it. Here I have the 9 lives. Here I'm wearing the Cecil says. Are they worth it? Are they worthy of art? What is that? 15. What does that mean? How can I make you big? How do I do that? No.
All right, took too long. Stop it. You messed everything up.
No, I can't do it. I don't know how to do that. Gay Dollar. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Raptor Jesus. What do you think about that fella?
It's pretty much a Jew.
Is he? A Southern Jew? He lives in Tennessee.
Yeah, like one of those. You know, like he doesn't do meth from the valley.
Meth from the valley?
You know.
Georgia.
Again, like no qualms with him, but
you think it's full of shit? I do. I think
it's not about that. He can run a fucking YouTube channel, have 100 plus people in there.
Yep.
You and I can't do that. You and I can't do that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. He's got talent.
So that's talent.
Yeah, that's true.
But
talking about the same thing over and over again. Lord Raptor Jesus does.
But you do it too.
But not as.
I love Shane. I love John.
The first time I've gone live in how many months, years, probably. This is the first time I've been live.
No, you did some pretty shitty streams early on.
A year ago or so. Yeah, this is probably a shitty stream too. But yes, you're right. Jesus does have a lot of talent. He's good at what he does. Woo! We got a hell of a show. Yeah,
Yeah, he can totally do that shit.
and
Maybe if I was single and I lived by myself, I can do that.
he's making money. Might not be a lot, but he's getting super chats.
Yeah, he's taking y'all's money because y'all are dumb.
Y'all, not mine.
I bet you super chatted him.
I have not super chatted Lord Raptor Jesus $1 single.
Really? Okay. Good on you, bro. Good on you.
Yep. I fucked up a couple of his streams, his live streams, a couple of times. Like that one. Do you remember the live stream, the 5th of July, right after Shane Davis's channel was struck out of nowhere?
No.
On the 4th of July. And then Lord Raptor Jesus had Shane Davis on his stream like later that night. It's like going into the 5th of July. I was on that stream and I was a totally insufferable twat. That TJ was on that stream. A lot of people were on that stream. And so was Shane that just wanted to talk to Shane, and I was blabbering, just going on about how I think, Shane, you're wonderful. I think you're great, Shane. Shane, you're amazing, and showing pictures of Shane's comic books and all that shit. TJ was screaming, Lord Raptor Jesus, mute this motherfucker. Shut this faggot up. He was saying.
Yeah, you were intolerable.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like now.
No.
So, all right. I front loaded Comicsgate 2018 to, let's say 2022, 2023. I front loaded. Thinking that they are saying something, they are doing something, they mean something, and I like their stories, I like their art, I like their YouTube presence, I like their voice, I like what they're saying, and I like how they're entertaining. So I'm going to spend some money on them.
Yeah.
I'm about to pop on. You've been about to pop on for
I was just pressuring him, so now he has to
three
repeat
quarters
it.
of a beer.
It's in his soul.
My neighbor called me. It's bugging me. Tell your neighbor to fuck off. You have other neighbors to attend to, D-Wag. That's me.
Yeah, your white neighbors.
That's me and Gay Dalla. Yeah, your white neighbors. So, does Comicsgate have anything to do with Jesuits? Are the Jesuits anybody affiliated or entangled with Comicsgate? Or are we free of their influence?
Yeah. We are free of the Jesuits.
Yes.
Unless the Masons are the Jesuits too.
Oh, fuck. God, I didn't think of that.
Then we got Dan, Ethan, Patrick Parnell.
Are they Masons? Dan,
Supposedly.
Ethan, and PTP are Masons?
Supposedly. They
What?
got their white gloves.
Really?
They got their white.
They have badges? Do they wear them on the belt? Do they have
They got their white gloves somewhere.
Or they put it somewhere in their dining room?
You know, my granddad was a fucking Mason, and I never saw any of his Mason shit. And when he died, he left me his Mason ring, of course.
Do you wear
But I
it?
never got his gloves or his apron or anything like that.
Damn. Somebody else got it. One of your cousins got it.
If one of my cousins got that shit, bro, I'm taking it.
Mm.
You ain't taking it.
By any means necessary.
But I don't think that happened. I don't know what happened to it.
Am I going to know when Darren pops up? Should I post it again? How do I do this?
It'll be in the bottom box. You should be able to see it. Is it?
Can I do it from here?
I don't think it's possible unless I like leave and like ignore every single one of y'all, leave all the chats. Like I think that's like the only way.
Who would you talk to if you did that?
Myself again.
Yeah, that's no good.
Didn't you just hear what Sam Hyde said?
No, I try not to listen to Sam Hyde.
Wait. You're such a useless gay.
Huh. No, Sam Hyde is a useless gay.
Oh.
You got that backwards. Oh, that's okay. D-Wag was taking a shit. That's why he's taking so long.
Oh my god. More excuses.
No, that's a good reason. It's not an
No,
excuse.
it's not.
I would rather take a shit than be on my stream. But I don't have to take a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. "65% evacuated bowels." Here's hoping for the other 35, bro. Get it done. So you at one time wanted to, maybe you still do, want to write a comic book and produce it, draw it. Did you? Do you? Still.
I have 2 stories that I've concocted, and I have, I've always liked art, lots of things, and give me a second.
So while I'm giving Gay Dollar a second, D-Wag is pouring some cherry Coke. And Greg Cloud is thumbing his asshole.
Okay, so one of the first stories I ever wrote was Wolverine going to the moon and killing Magneto and a bunch of other people. And I was like in 6th grade.
7th grade.
5th, 6th, 7th grade, whatever it was. I'm really put off, and like I basically don't want to ever like fulfill the things that I think about because it's so obnoxious.
Or dark. Is like too
No. It has nothing to do with dark.
Too deep.
Definitely dark, but
too on the nose too.
it just falls in line with.
So that's a no. So you're not going to ever be a comic book creator. So you're always going to be a consumer and or a critic.
Or a complainer.
Right. A consumer or a critic. Yeah.
Heather, how horrible am I at follow through?
A complainer or a cheerleader, let's say.
Hold on.
I'm a cheerleader.
Let's hear my wife.
Right.
Let's hear my ex-wife. How horrible am I at finishing anything?
Pretty fucking horrible.
Wow. You start a lot of things and finish none of them. Bro. Why are you still married to him?
She's my ex-wife.
Oh, that explains everything. Okay, all right, well done. Okay. She's not married to you anymore.
One day I will fix my life.
Perhaps, but not today. Bro, I get it. 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 All right. So, whose art do you like better? Whose art do you like better? Mike S. Miller's or Ethan Van Sciver's?
Thanks for loving me.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right, you're on. All right, whose art do you like better, Mike S. Miller's or Ethan Van Sciver's?
None of them, because I don't care.
No. That's not an answer. Whose do you like better? You've seen Mike S. Miller's art. You've seen Ethan Van Sciver's art. Which do you like better, Mike's or Ethan's?
Ethan has commitment. I commend that.
What up?
I like Ethan's better. I like Ethan's art better than Mike S. Miller's art. D-Wag, Darren Wagner.
What's going on?
How are you, brother? It's a pleasure.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a pleasure.
Come
Came on here to talk about the downfall of society and J Dollar's unwillingness to socialize, but wants to socialize about not socializing.
Yes.
So I came on here.
I want to see your dumpster, bro. Can I have a gander?
Of your what?
Dumpster. I want to see D-Wag's dumpster.
Well, I'm walking back from Taco Bell right now. Here, let me turn my brightness up. Well, fuck. If I turn that up, it's gonna fucking cause my eyes to whatever. But yeah, you can see.
Look at that. That's a tasty
delicious
beverage. That is a tasty beverage, bro.
Yeah, and I lied. It wasn't cherry Coke. It was wild cherry Pepsi. My bad. So, anyways,
a distinct difference between cherry Coke and wild cherry Pepsi.
I like them both equally at just different moods.
Taco Bell is PepsiCo. Pepsi owns Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna.
I had chicken nuggets and potato fries with nacho cheese.
I have a bush. Cheers. I have a bush. Cheers, D-Wag. Cheers.
Cheers,
bro.
I cut my bush with scissors.
Gay dollar.
So D-Wag,
what's going on?
What do we got to do in life to move on and be successful?
I think you guys got to get me motivated because I am the gym. I am the jewel. I am a narcissist.
Are you?
And yeah, I am special. So like everybody loves me and shit. And I'm really the one that can blow up out of this space.
That's true.
But I'm like a self-sabotager. So I'm kind of sabotaging myself. You know?
You're adorable. D-Wag, you are adorable, bro. Everything you do is likable. Even if you tried, I don't think you could be like mean.
Oh, I can be mean. Oh no, I can be mean. It's really hard. You got to do one. I got to think you're a bad person, though. Yeah, I got to think you're a bad person.
Yeah.
So, and I give a lot of benefit of the doubt. So,
D-Wag, what do you like about Comicsgate? What's your favorite part about Comicsgate?
Probably like when I say bow and all the tens of fans and my chat just sitting there bow and every day crack pack bow. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke some crack tonight. That I don't like when people say they like my shorts because the shorts I put out are crap and I'm like laziness.
They're brilliant.
Like, most of them suck. They're brilliant. Well, a lot of them are just me like reposting like.
So what's your favorite part about Comicsgate, D-Wag?
I like entertaining people, so mine would be from a creator aspect, socializing with people. Darren Wagner, official.
Do you like the personalities more, or the work that they put out, like the actual comic books they put out, or parasocial presence, or how much they pay attention to you?
Honestly, I would say
What's your favorite?
the parasocial relationships. What's up, Greg Cloudy? Seen him on Twitter.
He's a good
guy. Hype man. Yeah. You don't follow me though. You don't know how awesome I am, but that's cool. He'll get there. He'll find out one day. Let's go to my dumpster real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna see your dumpster.
Okay, I got a new one. The old one got confiscated, so I moved up in life. They came the like Monday and like they like stole all my shit. Like they pulled the dumpster, they put it up over this big truck and they stole all my shit. But yeah, we got some cool shit in here, so that's what we do out here, baby. Yeah, here. Oh yeah, look at that. Just got some new stuff delivered, some new Comicsgate books.
That looks good.
And toys.
Bro.
Yeah.
I like the way you got it arranged. It's very ergonomic.
It's all the young people are talking about it. It's all the rage. It's called feng shui.
Feng shui, yeah.
Feng shui.
Dump shui.
Yeah. So
it's
just out here,
just cute, bro. It's super cute.
Hi, what's up? Hitting them Instagram angles. It's your boy. Subscribe to me on Snapchat. All right, yeah, you can get me off full screen though, because I want to see J Dollar.
I'm trying.
He's just like J Dollar, like loves to hate.
J Dollar is a lovely fellow. He is a kind, compassionate, wonderful human being that is just the salt of the earth. This guy. I've never known him to be evil in any single way. This guy. I love it. Look at his face. How can you not trust that face? Look at it. That is.
I am the Jewish salt in your wound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many viewers do we got right now? I don't know if we should spill.
I don't know how to tell.
A few years back, I was privy to a argument between two friends, Gay Dollar being one of them, and my other friend, who is a savage. I got to name names.
Yes.
J Dollar, am I allowed to? Do you know which conversation I'm talking about? This is a private one in the back room, and J Dollar. I don't necessarily agree with the friend that J Dollar was disagreeing with on this issue. That's the thing is like, I think me and Seven are really copacetic or compatico, whatever the gay word is for that. Like we're like similar
flirty
in the way.
Like homo. Hey. Bromo. It's like we know that we're not gonna, but know that we kind of like want to. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
But we're not gonna. Right?
Yeah, no, we're not gonna bump uglies or nothing.
So names. So
okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna say we can agree to disagree, and just because that's the thing. Seven is that me and you. I don't think we care what other people do. You know what I'm saying? Or what they like. We want them to like that. That was kind of the Crack Pack's theme was go find your crack. J Dollar, I have to ask his permission because it was a conversation. It was with one. His initials are MF.
Motherfucker.
Chris Stanley.
Chris Stanley?
Oh God, no! I love Chris. I'm cool with Chris. I'm not gonna. You guys,
hard R.
That gay retard went off the deep end, bro. He's just like well read. That's another gay retard who went off the deep end. Who are you talking about? I don't argue with anybody.
Yeah, name names. Who you? Oh, Fowler.
Yeah.
We got.
Bro, that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
That was like 2 or 3 or something. Maybe it was.
What were we debating
it's been
about?
Since 2018, though. This Comicsgate thing, for me anyway, has been since 2018. So when you say that was 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, that was like yesterday to me.
Right.
It's just all been one long day.
You were upset with Fowler over Fraga.
Oh, the bunny suit.
Yeah,
the pink bunny suit.
Well,
bro.
So they were arguing in the back, and whatever. But you know, Jay Dollar wasn't is Jada Dollar.
Jaded
You know,
Dollar. That's funny, bro. That is hysterical.
it's so bad it's good.
Gay Dollar is Jaded Dollar. But Jade has value, though. Jaded Dollar.
He does. His misery. Like I'm like I put like a mask on, so like everybody thinks I'm like super nice and lovable, which I am to the average observer because I'm you know so snake-like you guys can't even tell. But like it's like I am such like I'm like I hate life and I hate people.
What?
So I hate that they like me. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
and like
insane.
seeing Jay Dollar's misery, it just makes me
you happy.
inside. It makes me happy. Well, not really happy, but it makes me feel less shitty about my shitty life. You see what I'm saying? Like my shitty.
Yeah. Well done, Gay Dollar. You are less shitty. Gay Dollar, you're in a house and drinking your Mick Ultras, and D-Wag is out and about looking for a dumpster.
Right.
So,
it could be worse.
So he
be happy.
D-Wag is envious of Gay Dollar. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What was I arguing with Fowler about?
Fowler was saying that Frager ran off with the money and
from Black Flag. That's $300,000 from Black Flag.
Yeah, and Jay Dollar was saying like, no, like,
where is Black Flag?
His house flooded and was, you know,
right?
Yeah.
Now you remember it?
Yeah.
And then he had to get surgery.
And then surgery, and he was like,
no,
Jay Dollar was like, chill.
So where is Black Flag?
This was when I was still standing up for Dan. And that's
I love Fraga.
You were wearing the pink bunny suit. You were wearing the pink bunny suit, bro.
I love Fraga, by the way. Fraga's always been great to me, but
right. I was thinking of this guy. Do you still have it? Do you still have the pink bunny suit? Can you go get the pink bunny suit and put it on, Gay Dollar? It's
if he does that, then somebody's gonna. If he does that, then this stream will probably get buzz, and then like all the like tea I was about to spill. Oh fuck! Here we go. No, bro. God damn it!
Brilliant. This is brilliant.
Now people are gonna accuse me of being fucking a Debbie Downer. Oh God, great!
Look at that, bro. Where is Black Flag? And I love that bunny suit. Zip it up. Stand up. Put your feet in the. Yeah.
Where the fuck? How do I even do this? Oh yeah, this way.
I don't know. Figure it out. It's brilliant.
Jay Dollar and Fowler were arguing though, and like it was like in a back room, and they were like going ham, and like he was like, "Yeah, he's got the Percocets going, and you wearing that shit." They ended up like making up or something, or like.
No. Fowler and I think Fowler and I always knew how to argue with each other.
Well, I'm saying, yeah. It's like, no, it was a very tense argument, and I like it. I was like sitting there eating popcorn, but like.
I remember making up like boyfriends after that shit, though.
Yeah, you did. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Bro, that was so long ago.
Yeah, I was trying to like keep peace. That's what I tried to do. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say that for me, at least. I understand some people are solely about the books, but for me, I do think there is a social.
Peace. There is a social. There, right, to keep peace. There is a social. Right. For me,
element.
Right. I understand what you're saying, D-Wag. For me, that is if I click submit payment on your project, I expect you to deliver on your promise that you made to me.
Right.
And so far, so good. I gotta say that for the most part, Comicsgate has just been absolutely brilliant. Any sort of comic book that you want to buy, it's there. Oh, Oh, he disappeared. Oh, he comes back. Any comic that you want to buy is there. All you have to do is click submit payment.
It's a waste of money. Buy Bitcoin. If you think about buying a Comicsgate comic book, don't do it and buy $30 Bitcoin. And the next time you think about buying a Comicsgate comic book, don't do it and buy $30 of Bitcoin.
That is
sound. The next time you think about, because it's literally a waste of your fucking money. You know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, it's like if what's his stupid ass name? If Wiggle would have bought
Wiggle.
What did Ethan charge? Like $250, $500 for that fucking dumbass like package with the fucking the thing that he was always complaining about.
Okay, so Wiggle was saying
that was
wait. Okay, wait. Wiggle. Oh, D-Wag is Ed. There you go. So Wiggle was saying that he didn't get his head sketch, but did he get the rest of the package?
No.
I got the package, but I'm not sure if I got the head sketch.
We don't got to rewrite history. Ethan was purposely not sending D-Wag his shit. I mean, not D-Wag.
Wiggle.
Wiggle his shit.
Leave me have that. I got my shit.
My bad.
Why wouldn't that's a good troll? That's a good troll.
What was it? How much was it?
It was a head sketch. I believe.
It was a whole thing.
This is my question. The head sketch tier, was it the whole box?
He bought the whole kit. Let's just say it was $300.
Yes, I know. I bought the same thing that Wiggle did. I got the same thing.
How many years ago was that?
2019.
2019.
Ish.
It was March. It was March 2020.
Bitcoin 2019. Price.
I don't know if I got a head sketch because I didn't pay that much attention. So my question is, did Wiggle get everything else except for the head sketch? And the head sketch is the only thing that he's missing.
Care about that.
Or is Wiggle missing the entire
I don't care about that.
thing?
The price of Bitcoin in 2019 was $6,600.
I'm gonna mute you. Just
all right.
He's a millionaire. You can mute him.
There. You're muted. I just muted.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Let him. He can talk. Let him.
Who wants to be a gay dollar-naire? All you have to do is unmute. How do I do it? I push that button.
He can unmute himself. You can unmute yourself, I think.
All right.
All right, Bitcoin, $6,000 something. Okay.
$6,000. If you would have bought $300 of Bitcoin at $6,000 in 2019.
Okay.
What is that?
Then what? We could have been rich.
We'd have made what? Millions of dollars?
Are you rich? Did you
How do you break down that percentage? I think I can do it in my head.
Carry the one.
0.005.
What did I say?
6,000.
0.04. So 0.04. So you would have been able to buy 0.04 Bitcoin.
I think I said 0.05 because I can do math. I tested the 99% on that. Come on, bro.
And you were right on there, right?
You were a tenth off.
All right. So 0.04. So 0.04 Bitcoin in 2019. If Wiggle would have spent $300 on that, today it would be worth $4,312.
Did you spend $300 on it? And do
I'm not going to answer that.
And do you have that much money? Did you make that much money?
I'm not going to answer that.
Did you take your own advice?
Did you know?
If Wiggle would have taken your advice, he would have so much money. Did you take your own advice? And do you have that much money?
I don't know what that said.
Something about the IRS. I'm not sure.
It was dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Maybe
J-Dog,
I
did you know
didn't.
that?
Maybe I didn't.
Did you know that if you
So
invested in Bitcoin in like 2011 or 2015?
All right, fellas.
None of us would be poor right now.
Fellas, is there a future for Comicsgate? How long do you see Comicsgate? Like,
Nothing's stopping Ethan, John, and Shane. Nothing is going to stop them.
are there
agree.
enough people to for Ethan, John, and Shane to have a comfortable living?
Yep.
For them to provide for their family and
Yep.
those they're
Smart businessmen.
talented
Yeah, they're smart.
and talented. I mean, they can
And
draw,
talented.
they can write, they can promote. They can do.
Everyone, regardless of whether they want to admit it or not, wishes they could be in the scenario that Ethan or Shane or John are in. And I think that's why a lot of this animosity deep down subconsciously manifests in a lot of these motherfuckers like Dean, Vicky, Lord
How
Raptor.
about that?
All that. They like to play off that. And really the only one who can cut it right now is Lord Raptor Jesus. He's the only one.
He lost his voice.
And
okay, yeah. Dean is a
nah, Dean, man, he's got a full-time job.
He's a weasel. Dean is a weasel. All
No,
I like Dean.
No, Dean is a weasel.
He's not a weasel. Dean is a Dean is a lifelong
I
YouTuber.
have to mute you.
Okay.
I have to mute you. Dean is a weasel. Dean doesn't give a rat's fucking ass about Comicsgate. He doesn't give a fuck about Ethan. He doesn't care about books. He cares about sort of the drama and the exposés that he can write in. He's a weasel. He doesn't. All right.
Is
He's
a
a weasel.
YouTuber. Oh shit, I'm still muted. You unmuted me. Thank you, sir.
Right here.
Dean is a YouTuber, and Dean goes through Dean has been so.
He doesn't care about.
Just this is like his hobby, and he's not. He's a scout. I mean, Arabs are gay. I fucking hate Arabs.
Yes.
No one likes Arabs. But Dean is a decent YouTuber.
It's the half Arab.
I don't care if you're a hat. It's just again. I'll repeat. If a black person is half white, half black, they say they're black.
I have a grandnephew.
If an Arab is half Arab and half white, they say they're Arab. They don't want that white stuff. So he's Arab.
They don't want the white privilege.
Yeah, they don't want that privilege.
Yeah.
But
I don't either.
regardless of that,
I like my white privilege.
Dean has been doing videos for like 13 fucking years now.
He's good at what he does.
He's just and he has a full-time job.
He's good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. He's been around.
He's a hustler. The dude is a hustler, bro. Like,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't like Dean. I just don't.
I don't like him because he's Arab.
Oh.
And you can't trust Arabs.
J-Dollar, I got you this rose.
Did you just literally pick that flower off some property?
He might have done.
I'm out here in the boom. No, look. There's nowhere.
Hold it up to the lens. Hold it up.
That's a beautiful flower.
That is beautiful, bro.
It smells good.
That's kind of cute, right?
Does it smell like $1?
You gays think that's cute? Like when
it smells gay. This does smell like pure straight gayness right here.
At first, I thought you were fucking holding candy cane, or not candy cane. What do you call it?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy. I want some cotton candy right now.
Cotton candy kind of sucks. It's like not even that good.
It's there and then it's not.
You got to get it right out that
a
fucking
raccoon eating cotton candy. Like raccoons fucking hate cotton candy because they get this big fluffy ball and they dip it in the water and it just evaporates. The raccoon is all like, I don't have anything fucking left. Cotton candy is an evil lie.
D-Wag has pretty eyes, don't he?
They're blue. Oh, D-Wag, did Anna paint your eye?
Oh,
No, I don't know if she did or not.
Did you send it in?
I didn't know.
Okay, I did. And I'm number 50.
I did. Pun intended there.
I did. I'm number 56.
so dumb. Seven, can you send me some money?
No.
J-Dollar, you're just mad because we're skinny. No, you're just mad because you're not in any books. I'm in like 4 books.
I
15.
am not paying
Damn.
to be in 15.
I didn't pay. People made it about me.
I didn't
Tried
pay
to
to be in all
utilize-
15. Some of them were free.
We got some pencil shavings
I did pay
here.
a lot of money to be in some of them. Like I paid a lot of money to be in Stardust. I paid a lot of money to be in Hero Blooded Patriots. And I paid a lot of money to be in Cash Grab #1. A lot of money.
You got
Some
money
of the
like
others,
that?
I did. Some of the others, not so much, and some were free. So I have 15 cameos.
That's like gay narcissism, right? That is
It is kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Gay narcissism, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I have at least 15 cameos in Comicsgate lore. Like starting with Nasser Abadi and Stardust, and ending up with what's the latest one? I don't know.
Goonies, Goobies, Chibis,
No. Michael Bancroft.
Creepsters.
Creepsters.
Oh.
Yes, I was in Creepsters. I was in Creepsters. I am in Creepsters. By Nasser Abadi. Who drew that? Jason, I think. Jason somebody.
7 is gay privilege. It smells like sweaty man asshole. Yeah, it does.
Seven has gay privilege. I have gay privilege.
Yeah, this
looking beard. Yo, gray cloud girl.
This is like when your booty hole, like when you've like sat there and had Rhea and like been wiping, and you look like a Fallout character. Whatever. Yeah,
you're talking about like
the ghouls.
The
There's a
puffy
meme.
asshole. What do you call that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you call that shit? It's in the tip of my tongue, right? My tongue's
Red
not
sock?
on the asshole.
You talking about red sock?
No,
Red
that's your nose. If D-Wag is throwing a flower
Hemorrhoids
at the lens,
My
nose is engaged. I want to smell D-Wag.
prolapse. That's what it's called. Prolapse.
I want to smell
I was looking for that word.
D-Wag's prolapse. All right, put it up.
Roses
Yeah,
really
you are.
smell like
Smell
boo boo.
There we go.
I feel like
Roses.
7 of 9, if he was alive during the Caligula movie, he would be in that bitch.
I'd be directing it.
Nah.
They're starring in it.
Are you starting?
Or a background player. It'd be directing,
You know exactly.
starring, or background in Caligula.
Can you take D-Wag off?
Okay, I think so. If I push this
You
button.
can.
Yeah.
Trying to get me attracted to men with beards.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my-
have like a shitty beard, dude. Like,
Bro, I'm fucking Irish. This shit is gay as a bitch.
I like
man,
your
bro,
beard.
your shit looks like a chupacabra or something.
All I
like,
can grow is a Fu Manchu.
I gotta say, there's nothing wrong right now with Gay Dollar's beard, and there's nothing that has ever been wrong with Gay Dollar's beard. Gay Dollar's beard has always been looked really good on his face. I gotta say, I think so. Your beard has always been a really good beard, whether it's close cropped or grown.
Yeah,
I'll defer and take
You
the
have
X.
a good
Yeah,
beard. I gotta say.
I'll defer to 7 of 9's expert opinion of judging men.
I got that
Based on
ugly
based
ass,
on their
you know,
beard.
like those, like that patchy, the patchy beard shit. You know what I'm talking about? Is that what it's called? Like patchy beard? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I cannot I
So
cannot grow what Gray or D-Wag has. Like I
who's-
cannot grow that shit.
Whose comic book is better? ISOM or Cyberfrog? Which is better?
Cyberfrog.
Cyberfrog. Why are you even
Cyberfrog.
You guys want to see the dumpster I shot?
Yes, I want to see your dumpster.
Here's the dumpster. Oh shit! No, I gotta make it brighter. Okay, let's see. All right, boom. All right, well, shit, I'll have to do it from this angle. So this is the dumpster. Oh damn! Oh shit! That I shot the. Oh damn! You're not gonna be able to see it. It's too dark.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this is the one I shot the
flashlight
cockfight. Well, I can't turn the flashlight on because it's the front camera. Or whatever.
That'll waste your battery, bro. It'll waste your battery.
Yeah. I mean, I got 52%. I have the S24 Ultra. So, but yeah, that's where I shot the cockfight promos for Zayd and Ethan.
Bro, you know how you're bitching about the fucking update earlier, right? In the bro, ever since I got the fucking update in my shit, they like my battery has just been like I'll just be laying in my bed chilling for like 30-40 minutes and that shit will start down like 20%.
You have an Android?
What kind of fun? What gay case do you have on there? That case is gay.
Oh, I got the foam case.
My case is pretty good. Where's my phone?
That's why case sucks. Why would you get that one?
Because I don't like touch screens, or not the touch screen, but that plastic shit. So I like the cover.
That's gay.
I don't like the.
Let's see what you got.
Can I show you?
This shit is fucking pimp, bro.
What you got? A 23? Yeah, I get cases kind of like 7. Mine is let me see.
My shit got
mine's
carbon
like
fiber on it, bro.
It's fake carbon fiber, motherfucker.
I know it is.
Yeah, so we all got S23 or S20 Ultras. What do you got, J-Dog?
I have a
Or you have a is it S22 or S23? Because that's my old phone.
Samsung.
Look at you trying to act like, oh, it's a new year. I got mine in 2023.
No, I got the 2024. I got the S24 Ultra, but it got it like a few months ago because my S22 quit getting service. But
I have 5 lenses.
All of them do.
This camera or this phone takes really good pictures, bro. It doesn't matter if I take pictures from far away or close up. It's got 5 lenses.
So does mine. Yeah, we got the same phone.
Really good pictures. I like this. 23 Samsung Android thing. I love this thing.
Ultra. I'm gay, and I know I go watch all like the tech specs on like all this tech I'm not gonna buy.
I don't care about none of that shit.
What do you care about, J Dollar? What do you care about? What are you interested in?
Yeah, that's a good question. What do you care about, Gay Dollar? Answer for yourself, bro. What do you care about? Answer for yourself.
I don't know.
We got a Rippaverse fan in the chat, guys. Gray Cloudy is a huge Rippa fan.
Gay?
You're welcome here. We allow everybody, all fans, except for bronies and stuff. Don't be over here.
Anything Rippaverse puts out is amazing.
Anything he puts out is going to be fucked up in printing.
Anything that Rippaverse puts out is amazing.
Right.
Can you say that full-throated? Great Cloudy Day said it full-throated. He said it. Anything the Rippaverse puts out is amazing.
So D-Wag, are you saying I'm a grumpy individual?
No, I'm trying to get the angle here. Like, what makes you happy? What's your happy place? What would you like to see? What are you like? What is your gripe here? What did you want to come on and talk about today and socialize about? About the gayness in the space of people is what you were saying earlier. Just to recap what I took from what you were saying. That all this stuff is gay.
It's gay.
Everything's gay.
Gay.
I guess what I was saying was that how come our group, the people that we all associate with, how come we all, even though we've been doing a good job, we ain't talked about like the drama that's been going on. Why is it that we're so inculcated with Ethan, John, Shane, and the arena and the blood sports that are all attached to it? And so my my gripe is, I guess I walked myself into this, and so I can't get over the idea that so many men are emotionally attached to other men. And that's why I played that Sam Hyde clip.
Okay. I'm so attached to Comicsgate because almost every single time I have clicked submit payment, that the other person has delivered on their promises to me. That includes Ethan Metzger and Shane Davis and Muttman and Macho Dano and Nasser Rabadi
Queen Team.
and everybody. Oddity. Do you remember Oddity? Everybody that. Okay. I clicked submit payment. They said, this is what I'm promising you for clicking submit payment. And most of them, I gotta say, at least 90% have done exactly what they said that they were going to do for my X amount of dollars. Cecil, I spent $750 to be in Cash Grab.
My God.
Cecil and Donald DeLay delivered brilliantly. I'm glad I spent the money. I got to say, they did a brilliant job. I didn't spend anything to be in Cyberfrog Blood Honey, even though my face is in there throwing scorn, fear, and hatred at Trick Ran. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I like people who are making their own way. I like Mike S. Miller. He's raised 5 kids. That's not an easy thing to do, but he did it. I like him. He's talented, but he's just such a dipshit sometimes.
He doesn't follow me, which bothers me because I'm a narcissist.
Oh, that's too bad. He doesn't follow you. I'm sorry that Mike S. Miller doesn't follow you, T-Wag. I'm sorry.
Thank you, and I'm glad I'm touched and appreciate.
Yellow Flash blocked me, and then unblocked me, and then followed me.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
He follows me. I don't think he follows J Dollar.
Does Yellow Flash follow you, Gay Dollar?
I have no idea.
Does Yellow Flash have you blocked, Gay Dollar?
Gay Dollar. I think if I'm gonna tackle your question that you asked, I think you're asking your question. What? Oh, I got cameras on me. Oh fuck! Well, they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't with smoke. But I think your question, what the failure in it is, you're asking a question that doesn't. There's so many other things going on with what your question is. Like you asked like a direct question. Why do people, get obsessed with Ethan and Shane and these people on the internet? So it's very vague, and it's a one-way kind of question. I think you got people that are here for different reasons. You got some people that we don't know who they are. They only show up in chat. They don't give a fuck about me or you or anybody. They're there just killing 30 minutes of time in a chat.
Just hanging
They
out.
want to talk about Batman or Spider-Man. There's people that are here because the comics. There's people here because they're fighting the culture war. There's people here because they're tired of being called racist, homophobes, not having justice for blacks, you know.
Eric July, my cricket.
I'm on the screen, dude, and here, god damn it. Fuck, I should try out for Local Live. Fuck it, I'll make that bitch. I'll be out there killing, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I mean? Gang, hallelujah. So your question, the problem with it, J Dollar, is you're asking a question. It's very vague. People are here for different reasons. There's people that are really passionate and hate certain creators, and there's people that are here that don't care, like me and Seven. If you don't like somebody, or you do, or you don't, or
I care, but I'm thinking to smoke that rock. I'm here for crack back because I'm thinking to smoke that rock.
Yeah, smoking that crack.
Val,
yeah.
No, you're team clean. Are you team?
No, that was Macho Man and Mutt Man and
Macho Dan. Those guys, Hero, Blood of Patriots, bro. Do you
have
that,
baby?
Do you have that book, Hero? Blood
I did not. I got here. My first
that's a shame. I have a 4-page cameo in that book. All right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, too bad you didn't get it.
Yeah. I did not. I was not here, and my first stream was the Fall of Rome stream. I didn't like live streams, and what happened was I followed Ethan, and I thought he was like, I didn't even know who he was, but I'd been following him, watching like him talk about Brie Larson or certain things, and you know he had like such a weird voice. I wondered. I was like, who the fuck is this
like
dude?
Hey, this is Ethan Van Skyver, 28 year of the country.
Oh yeah, and he was tapping the screen and shit, and I was like, is this dude like? I didn't even know he was a comic book artist. I thought he was like somebody that did like tutorials and got fed up with woke shit.
The pencil of scorn.
So I tune in, and they're talking about schemes and scams and Pussyonopolis. And
this was Edwin Boyette. Okay, this is all right. And
I was talking to a kid on the autism. Yeah. I was talking to a kid on the autism.
Edwin said that George Alexopoulos was a sweet, sweet man. Just I don't know him, little feller.
All I know is that I thought it was the funniest thing that somebody would get mad about the reach of Pussyonopolis. It's like, it's not even close. And if you know anything about trolling, like in internet stuff, like when you get mad about the little shit, people know that they can poke at you. So if you're gonna get mad at Pussyonopolis,
yes,
it's not even close.
That's true. I see what you mean. Yeah.
It's not even close. So, like, I mean, if I was wanting to troll, oh my god!
And Edwin was all like, "The war campaign is calling this Alex. He's such a sweet soul. They're calling Pussyonopolis.
He's on the autism spectrum."
God bless him. Whatever Alexopoulos has to offer the world, he's going to make his
artist,
way.
I believe.
He is. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's going to make his way, or he's not.
Yeah.
And I don't need Edwin telling me what a sweet, sweet soul that Pussy Alexopoulos is.
Pussyonopolis.
That's it. Why?
Why
do I need Edwin to tell me what a sweet soul he is?
J Dollar, why?
What?
Why do you need Edwin to tell us that he's a
Pussyonopolis is a sweet
soul? This has been your complaint. This has been your direct argument here. People caring about other men on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 years old.
No, it's not.
It's
And
still
y'all are
running.
sitting here,
2019.
It is still
and y'all are
running.
sitting here talking about it like
Yes, we are on my stream. That is correct.
I made
Yeah,
a
we're
call
talking
back.
about- Yes, that's correct.
it's like before the
What
internet
do you
came
think about
out, and I used to listen to my mom. My
So what
mom
do you
was
think
one of
about
those fucking phone call bitches, bro. She'd be on the phone with like her girlfriend for like fucking hours.
Gossip Girl. And yeah.
And like, y'all talking about Alexopoulos, and that motherfucker ain't been around here in forever. And
Well,
we,
yes,
I
I mean,
explained how I
still
got
have this
here.
conversation. This is what I'm saying, like, bro, like the gayism. I've never been like, I've
what is gayism? Gay dollar. What is gayism? Am I gayism? Do I embody Comicsgate gayism?
J
What-
you gotta calm down, dude. You're being
One of my
pussy.
one of my oldest bosses, he was a Iranian motherfucker, and that
Okay.
motherfucker hated repeating himself. He hated it. He
It's
hated
unnecessary.
repeating himself so much so that like the authoritarian like idea of like his hatred towards repeating himself like completely took over like the whole management and supervisor perspective of the company. And then like it's like somehow I trap myself. I'm in this like this this circle jerk of madness of people like talking about the same shit that's been talked about for like the 8, 7, 6, 9, 5 years. Like, is it? It's almost like it's like a biblical narrative. Like, is there something that I don't know about?
Yeah.
That all these motherfuckers are always talking about like the same thing.
Yeah.
In some manner or another. I can't wrap my head around it.
People have been joining. There's a churn of people that get disinterested. They bounce, or they got, they get wife and kids, or a new job, or they're upset about something, or whatever. So people join at different times.
It's never anything new.
If you wanted to talk about something like that, that's one of my gripes is that there is in the space a very, very large percent of stuff is rehashing old ideas. I mean, part of that's just internet and, like relaying a message. And there's people that don't know these stories, but there's also like, here's the thing with that, like to your point, J Dollar, is new people who don't know these people, they're just random fucking names. So like explaining it to them, they're not gonna understand or care really. You know what I mean? So you're kind of limiting things with that. But it is nice to know how we got there or how we ended up there. I just was saying what brought me into CG was just that thing there. I was just befuddled.
Yeah, but how many times have you said it? How many times have you said that? Yeah.
Have I said that on stream? 4, 5, maybe.
Okay, let me ask you this, fellas.
I'm not guilty of the stuff you're complaining about.
Let me ask you this: Do you think the mighty Golden Patriot is going to earn $100,000?
I hope it does. I like Dillard.
Do you think it's going to? Do you think it's going to?
I don't know what it's at right now.
84,000.
I think it'll hit. When's the close?
Another month maybe.
Oh yeah,
ish or so. I'm not sure. That's a good question. It has time.
Yeah.
Is it going to shatter any records? Is it going to wow anybody? Is the mighty Golden Patriot going to?
What up, Freckhoff? What up, Prater? Is the mighty Golden Patriot?
Is it going to?
Me and him are neighbors.
Amount to anything? Fudge and kumquats.
Freckhoff,
what's that? Is the mighty Golden Patriot gonna be worthwhile? Is it gonna be something? Is it gonna be nothing? Is it gonna be something? Is it gonna be worth 40%? A circle jerk of madness sounds pretty gay. .com. I think I saw that website once or twice.
J Dollar, you're scratching your head. What's wrong,
No, I'm
man?
pressing my rhinestones into my nose.
Why you have rhinestones?
Yeah, on my nose.
Oh,
Is that new?
wow!
That's not
You
new.
are gay. You are gay blinged out, bro. Look like a goddamn. Oh, Lisa Frank binder and shit, bro. Fucking gay, motherfucker, bro. Yo, gay head. You're the gayest motherfucker on this stream, bro.
The camera likes you, Gay Dollar. The camera likes you. The camera doesn't like me. Look at this ugly fucking mug. And then
No, you're not bad. You got like a
look at
manly.
this
You're like the
beautiful.
manliest one
Look
on
at
the
this
stream.
beautiful face. Look at this face.
I don't want a pretty
And
face.
then look
I
at
don't
this
wanna...
face. God damn it.
J
And then-
Dollars reminded
and
me
then
of
look at that
fucking.
face. Let's have a look at your mug. There you go. Attaboy.
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want anyone. Jesse McCartney, baby. Beautiful. So,
Damn.
damn, I'm killing it.
So
Yeah,
Dean told me to hide my face. And all right, let me say this. Wiggle and Matt Barr, every single time they say 7 of 9, they say faggot. Afterwards. 7 of 9, we're a fucking faggot or something. Every time
Right.
they say 7 of 9, they say faggot.
Right.
Does it hurt your feelings?
No, it doesn't, because I kind of like them. Matt Barr is funny. That guy is funny as fuck.
Would you call yourself a fan of Matt Barr?
No.
I'm gonna stop.
Well, that's a good question. All right. I'm a
Stop
fan of Matt Barr's wit. Matt Barr is a witty motherfucker. He's funny. And he doesn't like me, so but I don't give a flying fuck if he doesn't like me. His insults are funny, and they're vicious. They're fucking vicious. They just get to the heart of this. Oh. And he rips it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you? Did I mute you, D-Wag?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was just pretending to sing, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to irritate J Dollar.
Matt Barr and Wiggle, every chance they get, they call me a faggot.
Ugh.
And I'm okay with it.
Goddamn.
I can live with it. But what? I mean, who are they? What do they matter? Do you matter? Times the speed of light square, D-Wag.
I don't know if I want to show what's on the ground here. I really, I don't want this to get clipped on. No, all right, fuck it. No, I didn't. It's a piss bottle.
I dare you. Oh no!
No! God
bro.
damn it! If they clip that, they're gonna have a fucking field day with that one. I'm gonna stay out of it.
Why would you leave your piss bottle in the middle of a parking lot, bro? Why wouldn't you just piss in the middle of the parking lot?
I don't know.
I don't think it is piss, D-Wag. I think you should go back and inspect it.
All right, inspect it. All right, mate. Embiggen me.
Test it to make sure it is piss.
Grab the bottle.
I think it's some sort of.
No, not doing that. No.
I think it might be Mountain Dew or something.
No. All right.
Open it. Pick it up.
Kick it.
I'm not touching that. That's
Kick it. Kick it.
That's a
Kick
great value water bottle. No, I'm not kicking it. Ah, man, no. Right.
Hit it with a stick. Do you have a stick of some sort? Can you poke it with a stick?
I can go. No, I don't want to stop.
It's gonna be a stick in the dump.
No.
You should go tell the gas clerk that there's pee bottles in their parking lot.
Let's see what they say. That's a good idea.
Is
Go
there
in there and tell them there is a piss bottle in your parking lot. I expect you to do something about it. May I have a stick so I can at least poke it?
Excuse me, sir. I am just disgusted that there's a piss bottle out here.
Karen Wagner, bro. Yeah.
Gotta be a Karen. I
Karen
need
Wagner.
to shave. But yeah, so J Dollar, I came on here. They're gonna think he did it. Yeah. D-Way just popped my speakers. But yeah, J Dollar, like I'm doing all this for you because I know that you enjoy the punishment because you hate repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. You hate that, but you love to hate. So by doing things that you hate, I'm making you love.
Yes. Yes.
See?
I'm addicted to it.
Yeah, you have Pussyanopolis behavior. It's gay, bisexual, hetero woman behavior.
Circle jerk of madness sounds pretty gay.
No, a critique. I don't like sitting there. I really don't have strong opinions about shit. But like, if I was to give a criticism of, honestly, all of YouTube is lacking in this. People have gotten away from this because it's so easy to access the internet and the webs and
YouTube
things. And
has been gay.
It is gayified. It's Pussyanopolis.
Yeah. Pussied.
It's been pussified. But
gay homosexual women.
People aren't creating anymore. They're just reciting. Oh, this guy did some shit on the street. So, so it's somebody talking about what somebody else did. And sometimes it's a dude talking about what somebody else said about something he did. Think of that through.
Yeah.
They're going to think you did it. They're going to think he did it. They're going to think somebody else did it.
Well, then sometimes people are complaining and saying that they didn't do stuff that they did do, but then they're trying to, somebody else is saying that they did do it, and then they're saying that they didn't do it. Okay, that didn't work as good. I didn't do it.
Responsibility for everything I did.
And my camera is nice.
Conversate. Yeah, you got a good camera. You're looking good.
You pay for StreamYard 7? It's like your first stream ever.
No, I don't pay for StreamYard.
Oh, you got like a preview or something or
I don't know. I clicked on the link and all of a sudden it started working.
Nah, you pay for it because they ain't got that logo in the.
Oh shit! Dumpster coin, baby. Guys, go back that.
Why? Oh, that might. Okay.
I didn't. I thought I had a different avatar. I thought I had my other one. I didn't realize I had the dump coin.
Stop paying for. How are you doing that? Should I stop paying for StreamYard?
I don't know. It's $50 a month. If you're caked up like that, you got cake for.
I don't.
You've done one stream. It's $50, ain't it, Jake Gay Dollar?
Yeah, send me $50 a month, bro.
I don't think I'm paying StreamYard. It's $50 a month.
I'll send you feet pictures, bro.
Huh?
Feet pictures.
$50. Yeah, you're not even using the features. Because it would say StreamYard's up in the corner. Maybe you got a free trial.
No. He's paying for that shit.
Is he?
Yeah.
How much?
He probably so Seven's makes so much money or has so much money that he doesn't even realize he's dropping $50. Maybe he's like grandfathered in.
He's a good
like 30.
Salesman,
Or what?
A good weed salesman.
Oh, you sell weed? Oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know.
My nose.
Seven, do you wish more new stuff would happen and be created, whether it's content?
Yes.
Okay, I'd say that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. Do I wish more? Do I wish it to be more exciting than it has been? Yes, I do. Do I wish Comicsgate to flourish and to be happy and to be successful and to be exciting, to be good? Yes, of course I do. I don't know if it's going to be. That depends on the people who are creating it.
Yeah, J-Doll, I guess another thing I wanted to point out or just run by you is that with your question that you were asking that you've been hypothesizing about or whatever you're doing about is CG Comicsgate and this corner means it means something else to everybody.
Yeah.
Like this is what CG is to me.
Yeah.
And
that's a good question. What is your definition of Comicsgate? What is your definition of Comicsgate?
Yeah, J Dollar.
Gay Dollar, what is your definition?
Jada Dollar.
A YouTube independent comic movement with an audience.
All right. D-Wag, what is your definition of Comicsgate?
Honestly, I think Jay Dollars, and I'm gonna agree with Jay Dollar.
What is your definition? Define it.
I'm gonna define it as what Jay Dollar said, in that it's a comic book movement that tends to. I'm gonna make a broad one. Like, see, I'm gonna broaden the definition.
Just say it.
More inclusive. It's just kind of pushback from woke media entertainment, and it's comic based, and that's the main medium that people choose, and there's an audience.
Yeah.
And there's creators that are making their own thing. I'm making it broad.
All right. My definition is you have a comic book, I have a gate, we're Comicsgate.
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
I like it.
I'm the customer.
That wasn't that poetic.
I'm the one who decides whether or not to click submit payment on your comic book. You have a comic book. I have a gate. It's my gate that you have to get through.
Yeah.
And not
I get
anybody
that.
else. And not anybody else's gate. You don't have to get through Yellow Flash's gate. You don't have to get through Gay Dollar's gate. You don't have to get through D-Wag's gate. You have to get through my gate.
It is.
And it's true.
My
it's like,
definition. You have
for everybody.
That makes Eric July Comicsgate because he has a comic book and I have a gate.
Whoa,
that makes Yellow Flash Comicsgate. He has a comic book. I have a gate.
I would say like sorry, doucher. Okay. Okay. I would say too, like the question depends on who you're asking. Are you a creator or are you a fan? You know
I was
what I'm
only
saying?
asking you two. I wasn't asking.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about Jay Dollar. I'm referring to like Jay Dollar. Is that based on that question? People are going to have different answers based on what their goals or motivations are or whatever.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
If I went on a show, when I'm spending all day, every day talking to my family about Comicsgate and all my favorite Comicsgate YouTubers.
Talk to your family about Comicsgate.
Oh, my mom, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, like Shane kind of got mad at me. I fucked up.
Oh, no.
I'm like depressed, like and I'm sitting there just like, pull me back. And then Shane is like, oh, it's okay, D-Wag, or like Ethan doesn't respond to one of my 57 messages that I sent him. And I'm like, Mom, he's ignoring me. I think he blocked me. I think Twitter's broke.
I think, yeah.
I've sent Ethan
blocked me. Yeah.
Should I send Ethan 37 more messages to make sure that he's okay?
Is that true?
Something happened to him?
Is that true?
What? Oh, me and Ethan, we're like best buds. We talk all the time. Like, he hits me up. Like, I mean, by that, like, he'll put like an emoji next to like one of my messages, like, please bring me on your show. I'm trying to chase clout. Oh, J Dollar left. J Dollar left. Oh,
he rubbed his belly before he left.
I mean, he's getting food
or drink.
It sounds like he's hungry for clout.
Or he's peeing. Let's listen. See if he's peeing.
It sounds like the toilet seat went down.
Oh no. He's not
pissing. Oh, okay, I was wrong. I was close guess.
He got a beverage.
Yeah, I got a beer.
What a drunk. What a fucking drinker.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'll take
that. Slide into depression some way or another.
That's a nice bandana. All right.
Yeah, my daughter just finished 4th grade or whatever, and I go everywhere like this, and there's like five black kids in my daughter's like 4th and 5th grade class, right? And so I'm walking down the school hallway with this on, and I got nice hair, you know what I mean? Like, hey. And this black guy looked at me and he fucking chuckled for a minute, and then he realized how beautiful my hair was. And I was like, What's up, man? And
You
he
don't
gave
even
me
use Pantene.
what? No. I use the cheapest shampoo possible.
I don't use shampoo.
Yeah, nah, bro.
I
You
don't
got to
take. I
get
don't
that.
like. I don't like baths, or I don't like taking baths. So
Nah.
you use it. That's a neck gaiter. What? I'm
What?
disappointed. Is that like a neck gaiter thing you're wearing?
Neck gaiter? What are you talking about?
The hat thing you're wearing. It goes like. Or is it
Nah,
a bandana?
it's a chick thing. It's one
Yeah,
of
it's a
those.
neck gaiter. It's called a neck gaiter. I thought.
Bitch, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I ain't gay. It's one of
I
these
got one of
things.
those. I got one of those things too, but I don't know how to. It's like
Bro, I got
red.
like 400 of them. I have so many. Like, cause I'm an OG white dude. Like, if like
Pretty
it's a
hood.
privilege. It's a privilege to see my beautiful hair, and so, like, you know, bro, like black women always like your hair is so nice. I'm like, I know. Like they wish they had hair like mine. You know what's interesting too? Like the last couple times we went out for a family dinner, black chicks were, oh my god, that's so gross, dog. Anyway, the black chicks love compliment my daughter's hair because my daughter, she got like really,
She got
really
that good
long
hair. She got that good hair.
Yeah, she got like nice hair, and black chicks love my daughter's hair, bro. They absolutely love my daughter's hair.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind having that. That's a decent fucking, what do you call that?
I think they're called neck gaiters, bro.
Yeah, neck gaiter.
I said that 5 fucking times earlier.
Man, I don't know how to speak English.
I'm triggered.
Excuse me. What are we even talking about?
Neck gators. Neck gators.
You like my fucking rhinestones?
Do you like my neck gator? Do you like this?
Neck gator.
Neck gator. Stupid ass.
I'm pretty funny. Appreciate you though.
D-Wag, I wish you lived down here in the South, bro. You should come down.
I'm pretty ghetto though. I do got a new engine.
Bro, you know how ghetto I am?
Oh shit, dude! I didn't get to tell you. I was gonna DM you back on our last convo when I talked to you guys. My neighbor, I don't know about how much. Oh, he was black. Yeah, he is black.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much.
Neighbor shoes.
I did give him shoes, but he came up to me on the stream that I was on. J Dollar, we had a bunch of people on over there on your channel, and he was asking me for a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to explain to him.
You say, nigga.
I was trying to explain to him what I was doing on a stream, and he was like, "What do you mean that is?" and shit. And yeah, man. I didn't get back on. I'm like, my phone ended up because I needed to charge it. I was about to put the phone on the charger, and he walked up and he was like, "Hey, man, can I get a cig?" And I was like, so I'm sitting there explaining to him because he wasn't like understanding. I'm like, well, I need to like go put my phone on the charger, and he wouldn't let me leave, and so yeah, my phone ended up dying, and I just didn't get back on. I ended up talking to him for a minute though, but yeah, he's like schizophrenic.
Did you know any? Did you learn any new black words?
Did you get?
No, I'm ghetto. I already know all of them. I'm like hood, dude. I'm from Hallville, Indianapolis.
What's that mean?
Hallville is a neighborhood in Indianapolis. It's like the second worst neighborhood. Mike Epps is from there. He like bought like his old street that he lived on and like gentrified it or something. But yeah, Hallville's pretty hood.
Gentrification is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. You know.
Yeah, keep the blacks with the blacks, the whites with the whites.
I'll be right back, guys.
With the Asians.
I'll miss you while you're gone. D-Wag.
Baby, I miss you when you're
I used to have this gay homie, Ricky, and he wanted to get some weed one night, and he had just moved to Virginia Beach. I don't know, like, I can get you, I can help you out, sir. And I took him to the spot in Norfolk, bro. I have never seen a white boy so scared in my life. And if TJ was on the stream, he know exactly what I'm talking about.
Too many blacks.
And to me, man, that's just always been normal. Yeah, so like I actually had to get him out of the car. I'm like, bro, we gotta get out of the car. We gotta, everything is,
we gotta
Norfolk. And I'm like, we gotta get out of the car. He's like, bro, I'm not getting out of the car. I'm like, we gotta get out of the car. And And that was one of the funniest moments of my life, was taking like a northern white boy from Wisconsin or Michigan or wherever he's from to take him into a black neighborhood of Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, southern black neighborhood.
Yeah, that was a new experience for him.
Yeah.
Did he live? Yeah, right. That was a fun night, dog. Because like so many of these fucking idiots, they don't know nothing when they first moved to Virginia Beach, and yeah, that was fun. Taking a gay dude to, bro. These, I've been watching The Wire. Have y'all watched The Wire?
No. So
anyway,
just
why was I even talking about that?
How interested are you in Comicsgate? Somewhat, like less than 50%, more than 50%. How interested in Comicsgate are you? $50, $25, $75.
D-Wag, you answer first.
He's gone. I was asking.
Oh, he's charging his phone.
Yeah.
How interested am I in Comicsgate?
Mm-hmm. It's not that difficult a question. You should have the answer.
I'm back. What's up, guys?
Okay, D-Wag, how interested in Comicsgate are you? 25%, 50%, or 75%?
In what part of it? I want to be a creator myself.
Just answer the question. 25, 50, 100%. Or 75?
100%.
100. Okay. Gay dollar. Name a percentage. Hurry up. Okay. I'm going to say 70.9% or more.
You only gave me 4 options. I had a multiple choice. I didn't realize I could put a percentage.
Oh. You said 100.
Still 100%. I just wanted to complain.
Right, you said 100. I only gave you 75. All right. Gay dollar.
Answer.
What's your percentage?
Like 2?
Wow. That's it? Only 2%?
2%?
2%. Are you sure? I don't think it's more than
that.
That.
I'm not like in the independent movement of YouTube.
You have a bunny suit, bro. You wore Dan Franca's bunny suit
with the Percocets, bro.
Yeah.
I would love some Percocets. Dan Fraga put the money he raised into escrow, which means he fronted that money for the house that he moved into.
Which means Black Flag is coming or not?
And
is Black Flag? Are we going to get Black Flag?
I don't.
Pineapple care. Perception, bro. Are we going to get?
Care.
Huh?
I don't care.
You don't care? Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I backed it 3 times.
And you don't care if you're going to get it or not.
Not only did I back Dan Fraga 3 times, I also spent like $3,000 to meet him twice. Not
on his bunny
to like get hotel rooms and gas and food and all that. Yeah.
So you like, oh man, I'm not trying not to pill you, bro. I'm not trying to pill your top. Like, you're kind of guilty at the worst offense. Maybe that's what you're getting at. Maybe that's what
Guilty
you're
at the
about.
worst offense.
Yeah.
So
He's not guilty of anything. He backed Dan Fraga as much as
You
he
just
was.
so one
said
of the
you
first
just
guilty of
so
anything.
when Dan so one of the maybe I'm being like hyperbolic here, but like one of the first conversations I had with Dan, I was like, bro, if you're gonna raise all this money, I was like, do not disappear. I was like, as soon as you disappear, bro, it's gonna be hard to defend you. And he's like, dog, I'll never disappear. Da 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 da.
I'm always coming to
And we
you.
had many conversations after that, bro. I met him twice
I
in real
backed
life.
Black
One of the
Flag.
days that I
Am I
met
gonna get
Dan
it?
Fraga in real life, I met Matt Barr. I smoked weed with Matt
Yeah,
Barr
I
in
remember
his
that.
BMW.
Yep.
And
Are we gonna get Black Flag? I backed it. Did you back it, D-Wag? Did you back?
I did back it.
You did?
Yeah.
Gay Dollar, you backed?
3
Black Flag.
times.
Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it?
I don't
think
know,
so.
and I don't care.
You don't
I
care
think so.
if we don't get it.
Because by the time I get it, like the whole movement, the
It
whole
will
thing
have
is over with.
It's not.
Yeah, he
fun
done
anymore.
burnt
By the
every
time we
fucking
get it,
bridge.
it's not fun anymore. It's not.
Fuck nah, it ain't fun anymore. He done took everything out of it. That's why Dillard can't and Yellow Flash can't raise over 80K.
Is it a flop? Is it a flop? Do you think it's a flop? The mighty Golden Patriot, I thought would raise easily $600,000.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yes, 2 years ago.
And this is what happens.
Are they gonna? Okay, are they gonna? They're at $84,000. It's pretty safe that they're going to make $100,000 some way or other.
Yeah.
And it's going to be produced and sent out by Ripaverse.
And we'll get it before Black Flag.
And before Rainbow the Brute, and before Cyberrock.
Before Rainbow the Brute.
Yeah. Before a lot
Yeah,
of
so I got 3 back-ins. I want to say 2. I'm going to say 3. So I backed Dan like 2-3 times. I got Rainbow the Brute, and I got the Kelsey cover, but Kelsey's gone now. So it's completely useless. Like, this shit is useless. It's like...
Is it? Is Kelsey useless? Is he not talented? Is Kelsey not a...
Nah, all the hype is gone. Everything, all of it's gone. There's nothing associated to hypeness.
It's stale and old. They couldn't get it done. They sold it as fresh, but they couldn't get it done before it turned stale.
Bro,
Rainbow the Brute, by the time we get it, is going to be stale.
Never in my life will I
is going to be
front any money to anyone on the internet to make a comic book.
Not even me?
Nope.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
I'm not going to do it.
Are you making one, D-Wag?
I would rather send you $30 in Bitcoin.
Oh, do that.
When? I don't know. Yeah, I think Bitcoin.
Send D-Wag Bitcoin.
Now, if you make your own independent book and that shit's legit, I'll back it.
Everything I touch is the shit.
Like if that shit's on the Comic Mint or Mile High Comics, or not Mile High Comics, but
Everything I touch is the shit.
Speaking of the shit, I gotta go take a shite.
Wipe and then wash.
I gotta go take a dump. Go back dump coin, the hottest coin in the nation right now.
I'm scaring D-Wag away.
Miss you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I like literally. I'm over here. Squeezing my turd cutter.
Squeezing my turd cutter. That's the beginning of a haiku. Squeezing the turd cutter.
I'm prairie dogging over here, boy. I'm turtlenecking.
We'll go poop.
Looks like a soft nose snapping turtle. That's what I imagine it looks like. I can't see back there. My gut's a little too
Right.
big right now.
Mute yourself while you're pooping, so we don't have to hear it.
That I know. I'm gonna leave and I'll come back maybe or something, or I'll be in the
That's
chat.
better.
But
That's a better idea.
yeah, because I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not trying to.
That's a better
Accidents happen, and pun intended there.
idea.
Accidents happen.
If you had a
Why you
dangling
taking-
foot, I'd be looking.
a dangler. You got that roast beef, boy. Make Arby's
If
joke.
you had that roast beef dangling, I'd be
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
That Arby's motherfucking brisket melt, boy. That motherfucker's fire. Whew. All right.
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
boy. Ooh, Jay Dyer, bro. Damn. All right, I'll see you guys in the chat. Much love. Like I said, everybody, I go by the letters ELE. Everybody love everybody. So back dump coin, and I'm gonna go take a dump. Later, guys.
Okay, bye.
See you in the chat. Bye.
I didn't kick him. He left.
Yeah. He has to reflect on what I was saying personally.
Everybody does. Everybody has to reflect on what you're saying. You're a deep thinker, bro. You come up with some crazy shit. You go in deep. I like the way you think. I don't understand what it is you're thinking, but I like the way you do it. Gotta say. I don't like this light either. I'm gonna turn that light off.
Yeah. Deep down, it like, bro. So there's been a couple times in my life where, like, I felt like I've been ripped off, and like I'll give you an example. Like when Amber and I separated, like I'm that type of motherfucker. Like once we have finalized our thoughts, and we're like, all right, we shouldn't be with each other. Da 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 da. Like I'm a check out type of dude. Like I take my fucking time card and I check the fuck out. And there's a lot of feminine behavior that I feel that is reflective of like a previous relationship that I've had.
Feminine behavior from who? You or her?
Like I am dumbfounded by how many gay bro, like you're a gay dude, but like I cannot wrap my head around, and I cannot support or not can condone, but I cannot support this this gay ass stupidity. Like I feel like I'm offended. Like I've been offended.
What gay ass stupidity around Comicsgate?
We'll talk about like Dan Frega as an example.
Right, gay ass stupidity. Like his gay ass decided that he was going to do Black Flag Pineapple Perception, and then hype it and earn how much? A lot, 300. How many thousands of dollars? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then, oh dear, God bless him. He had to have surgery, but now he's on the rebound, and he's going to finally fulfill it. He's finally going to do it. But I know that every time I click submit payment, I'm taking a risk that I know that I might not get what I'm paying for whatever reason. I mean, I sort of get that Comicsgate is just a bunch of independent people plying their trade, doing the best they can with their pencils and paper and erasers and warehouses. That I'm taking a risk. I know I might not get it, but for the most part, the people who I have click submit payment on have done a really good job in fulfilling their promises to me. I gotta say, that's my whole thing with Commonsgate is that it's full of people who will not only meet your expectations but will exceed them. I gotta say, I really like Commonsgate.
Yeah, I don't live in that fantasy land that you just made up.
It's not fantasy. I have demonstrable proof that that is true. It's not fantasy land. I'm about to go in deep about what this is old.
Cheated the hobo. Yeah.
Jade the hobo. I don't know what that means. Lol. Is this the Diddy party? What does that mean? Is this the Diddy party? Oh no, I don't think so. I'm pretty safe in saying that this is not a Diddy party. Gay Dollar, is this a Diddy party?
Yeah, I try not to go to black people parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not trying to be that little white boy at a
Diddy party.
party for black folks, you know.
And the freak off is soon. Jaded, are you a Diddy? Jaded. Are you, is that your new nickname? Jaded Dollar?
Oh, I actually made a tweet about something that's interesting.
Pull it up.
Let's share my screen real quick.
All right, I'll try.
Share screen. Screen dos. All right, I'm gonna share this. All right, so this is from Chris Brunet, and he found this Jew who was part of Cheese Pizza. And so my response to what's been going on is the internet was created by ARPA. The unindexed internet was
I saw
made
this
by
earlier. I didn't know what this meant. All right, so the internet was made by ARPA.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's ARPA is the it's a spoke of a hub for
what does it stand for? ARPA.
Advanced research, some shit. Just Google it.
Right.
ARPA is a spoke of a hub.
All right.
Okay. So the unindexed internet is essentially created by ARPA and DARPA. Tor, which is the Onion browser, is a government-funded enterprise, fully funded
by the government.
All black sites are controlled by a government or a proxy, like a
NGO.
No, like an internet security corporation or things like that. From bomb instructions to kids, you're being categorized. Don't be a Liam or a Jew.
From bomb instructions to kids,
you're being categorized.
Bomb instructions, like we used to duck and cover way back in the day.
Nah, you remember
bomb was coming to kids. You're being categorized. That's what the Jesuits did, bro. They categorized it. And they took notes about your psyche.
Yeah.
So they used you in their organization too.
So Abraham Eisenberg was a big money mover, and he actually got caught, and then he got caught laundering money, and then when they investigated him, Mr. Eisenberg, the Stone of Eisen, I guess, the foundation of Eisen, got caught with cheese pizza.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. So good luck, motherfuckers. Good luck.
Don't think cheese pizza should be a thing.
Who's in the back? Someone wrote a private message.
Oh,
Mike and Venus. Don't invite them because we don't know who it is.
who? What?
Mike and Venus.
What are you talking about?
You have someone in the back. Don't invite them unless we know who they are because they'll show like a dick.
No, I don't. I have 7 of 9, Jada Dalla, and the screen that you're sharing. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody else. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear this? We're about to get fucked by Japan.
Again?
Yeah.
As if Pearl Harbor wasn't enough.
Well, they keep raising their prices and they keep raising their currency to offset their treasury bonds and everything because they're running out of cash. And
they're an island about that big, just up the. They're really good at making cars and.
But it's a money laundering hub like Ireland.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
What else do they have? Except for
the
money
Yakuza
and banks.
and the Yakuza. Mafioso.
Japan.
You hear that Harvard is fighting Trump from allowing foreign students in Harvard?
Yeah, suing them or something because Trump said no more.
Yeah, and then this evening you had a judge pause it, temporary pause.
Can the courts do that to a president's decision?
They're not allowed to. They started.
Is Trump going to listen to him?
Yeah. Because he doesn't want to go down in history as playing with the courts. But what's going to happen? So for like the last 60 years, 70 years, the courts have started doing injunctions, and the last 30 years specifically, since the 90s, they've been doing nationwide injunctions, which means like one judge makes a ruling and it reflects the entire nation of the United States. So they really started taking advantage of it in the 90s.
States have anything to say?
You're fighting a federal judge at that point or a state judge. So what do you do?
Tell the courts to fuck off.
Be
held in contempt.
You're Andrew Jackson. I don't think Trump can be an Andrew Jackson. You ain't going to get that. Not going to happen.
Andrew Jackson was able to run for 3 terms, wasn't he?
No.
Yeah, he was. They didn't put a term limit on presidential.
Are you talking about the 20th Amendment?
I think so. Where's I have it. It's over there.
I thought the 20th Amendment was before Jackson.
No, it was after. Because FDR was like 16 years, wasn't he? 16 years, 4 terms.
Yeah, FDR got 4 terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ratified in 33.
My copy, I couldn't find it.
So it's after Jackson.
Huh? Yeah, after Andrew Jackson.
As well after Jackson.
But I don't know how many terms Andrew Jackson actually served. But it's possible that he could have served many, many terms.
No, Andrew Jackson was a pretty dope dude, man. He
was a son of a bitch, wasn't he? He was kind of a dickhead.
No. Well, he was a son of a bitch, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
dickhead.
Our son of a bitch. Like,
yes.
You want him to be our son of a bitch.
Was he a nationalist? Was he like America first? Fuck everybody else.
Well, he wasn't for central banks.
He's on a $20.
And then you had the Hamiltons and all that create the first and the second national bank and that's how you got Jackson to fucking crush them. And then he did the tariffs, and then
Tariffs against who? Andrew Jackson did.
Everyone. Andrew Jackson did a really good tariff job, and it lasted until the early 1900s. So about 30 years, 30 years, I think. We got
in the late 1800s. All right.
And that's how we ended up building that huge ass dam. And
the Hoover Dam is named after Andrew Jackson.
No. That's what I'm saying. All that money from the tariffs when Jackson was president. That's how we got the Hoover Dam and all that shit. So, but the Hamiltonites, whatever you want to call them, they ended up the Madison's family specifically. They were the ones who helped that one family create the central bank in 1913.
1913. That was before World War I, right before 1913, during the Depression, right after the Depression.
Before.
Okay, this is in the 20s. Okay, we're in the 20s, 30s, 1913. World War I was when 20 or 19.
You can say 1917 to 1930 something.
Right.
About that. 17. You can really say like maybe the 15s, 16s, but they say because they assassinated Ferdinand or whatever his name was.
Archduke Ferdinand.
Yeah, that's what started it. But
Austrian
really,
Hungarian Empire.
Yeah, really, it was a little bit before that.
Yeah.
Because that's when the first Emperor Francis, he used the royal court Jew. He created the first central bank of Europe.
What's an alternative to a central bank? Are central banks bad? State banks, just decentralized banks, like there's banks everywhere.
Yeah, you used to have like Philadelphia, Delaware, and all that print money.
Funneling
and the Fed. So they tried the Madisonites and the Hamiltonites, even though they hated each other, they work closely together because the Madisons, what's his face, was Treasury Secretary, and he ended up establishing the first national bank of the United States. But they were ran under charters, so they only got like 20, 30 years to survive. And it was Andrew Jackson who shut that shit down, and he didn't allow them to prosper. And
all where the money is going, all where the money is funneled through, and how much
that's why Andrew Jackson was so important. Or excuse me, Abraham Lincoln.
With our debit cards could go into the machines and stick it in the machines, and we get it. Okay, so the Federal Reserve is not actually part of the government.
It is a pseudo private company. So it has one leg in the federal government and it has one leg in private industry.
Where's this?
And it has its dick dangling in the middle.
There you go. All right.
That is the Fed.
And that's the indicator of the,
and the dick
interest rates
is the money printer. Or interest rates. Yeah.
That's how my dick is swinging. That's what the interest rates are.
3%, 5%. 3%, 5.5%.
100%. Right.
That's that yield banking right there, bro. But you need Congress. Congress has to approve the budget for the Fed. So technically, Congress still prints money, but it has a middleman, and the middleman sells treasury bonds and all that. And they get to Austrians, to London.
Austrians cause all the trouble, bro. The Austrians, those motherfuckers.
To Arabs. Arabs are buying treasury bonds, thank God. I'll take a fucking Arab or a goddamn European any day.
If every state has its own money, things would change fast. If every state,
I
like
don't
if
think
Tennessee,
every
you're in Alabama, I'm in Tennessee. So if I had my Tennessee dollars, how many Alabama dollars would that be worth?
that wouldn't work anymore. It wouldn't work. You would have what you would have to do because of Abraham Lincoln making the United States, you would have the federal government wholly control of monetary printing.
So if the oil states and the agricultural states would outweigh the coasts, just like they just suck in the federal dollars.
To a degree,
The oil states and the agricultural states would outweigh the coasts. I'm not sure.
yeah, exactly. To a degree, you have so
pretty
much
valuable.
business now. Yeah.
The coasts, that's California and all that, and then from New York down to Florida, those coasts, and then in the Gulf.
Yeah, you have certain hedge
of
funds that make more than the United
And
States
the oil states
Agricultural Department as a whole makes.
and the agricultural states. They power us, they feed us. But the coastal states are what get all the other shit to us.
Well, you get your ports, your beaches,
Yeah.
your pretty nice areas.
The oil states. What are the
like
oil
theme
states?
parks.
Texas.
Like
how many other states have a lot of oil? Alaska has a lot of oil.
And natural gas.
Yeah, aren't there some places where you can frack? Get a lot of.
You can frack almost all of America and get it. Well, the mountainous regions you can frack. You can't. I mean,
and then there's offshore, and there's offshore drilling rights that we own.
You want to go through a little bit of George Bush history?
If the coasts don't have
Let's do
oil or food, they're in trouble. Yes, Jack Stafford. I see what you mean.
Not really. So America, even though it's completely fucking retarded, the states actually do a very decent job. Very decent. That's a horrible sentence. A pretty decent job at picking. Like, America doesn't have problem with industries and states like Europe does, like the European Union.
Right, because we're the United States.
Like you got Indiana with cars. Here in Alabama, it's colleges, agriculture, and semi trucks. In Florida, you have, every state at this point, because we're so developed enough, even South Dakota and North Dakota.
Even Mississippi.
Yeah. So maybe back then you could make that argument, but I don't think you can make it today. So
George Bush, why would you want to talk about all that old stuff?
Because it's about oil.
It's the CIA. George, I watched a video on your recommendation about the Bushes. They were connected, the Bushes.
You're going to learn today.
It was like 25 years ago.
What's up?
That was like 25 years ago. What does it have to do with now?
Everything. His businesses, the Prescott business is alive and well today.
We need to go back to these United States instead of the United States. Think about that. These United States.
No.
As opposed to the United States.
No. Because then you'll have more states like California. It's not a good thing.
Huh.
Yeah, so everything is to blame on Abraham Lincoln. That's why he has a throne and he's sitting his hands on two fascia.
Right. This is A or L. American Sign Language. Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he has his hands on two bundle of sticks.
Two phagios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faggots.
Out of many is one.
Right.
And the reason why he has his hand on one.
Individually, we're weak. Together, we are strong.
The North and the South combined.
We are faggots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Independent states that rely only on the Fed are a few things. When they're changed to these states, depend on DC for everything. Independent states that rely on the Fed only on a few. What are you saying, Jack? What does he say?
Independent states that rely on the Fed. Only a few things. When the changes come to the states.
These states. These.
Not true. But the federal government. Well, the federal government since the end of World War II, actually, once we created the Fed in 1913, and once we got off the gold standard, once we repealed the Glass-Steagall Act, once we adopted the Patriot Act, once we adopted the Smith Modernization Act, and maybe like two more bills. And then when Jim Carter fully initiated the Senior Executive Service, once the Operation of Strategic Services became the CIA, you remember the FBI was created by the great nephew of Napoleon, and the CIA of the Office of Strategic Services was created by the great nephew of Napoleon's arch nemesis. Like, there's so many catalysts that you could say that transformed us to what we're dealing with today. But ultimately, everything falls back on Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln.
What did he do?
Well, he created the United States of America. So before Abraham Lincoln, there was no such thing as the United States of America.
It was a confederacy or something.
Yeah, and then Abraham Lincoln created the United States. Well, and he also created the IRS, the International Revenue Service, or the whatever it's called, Internal Revenue Service. And then once he created the Internal Revenue Service, he did the Emancipation Proclamation, which allowed Abraham Lincoln to tariff the South. And then the Railroad Mafia, which is the Army Corps of Engineers, spread it to the West. Decimated all the Indians. And started creating those states. When we had the Salt Lake Mafia, the 7-nation state of the Salt Lake.
It's kind of like
decimated.
All of the states east of the Mississippi are funny shaped, and then most of the states west of the Mississippi are like squares.
Yeah, and then we did the Louisiana Purchase, and the French never owned that property.
Napoleon lost the War of 1812.
Well, he never owned that property. It was on a sheet of paper, and we could have overridden that sheet of paper easily. But what it was a bribe to the French to get them to be on our side.
The French were kind of always on our side. I kind of like the French.
I hate the French.
I know. I kind of like them. I think they were on our side when it counted.
Yeah,
they were.
It's all Abraham Lincoln's fault.
Yeah.
And then Abraham Lincoln's supposed real father was an Army Corps of Engineers, railroad mafia type. So they owned and controlled all of the iron and the boards for railroads, and his father supposedly is the one who helped expand the railroads into the West.
That's what I'm saying. After the early 1900s, instead of just relying on the Fed for just defense, they became daddy for nearly everything.
Not really. So when the Fed was first created, you had the First National Bank and the Second National Bank, and then you had Andrew Jackson delete them by charter, and then he did this tariff thing, and then when he got washed out, and you had Woodrow Wilson and all those guys come in, that's when that's your problem. But you also still had the Madisonites and the early Trotskyites making their way, because you remember, like, the families that created the operations of strategic services and the families that created the early version of the FBI were the British and the French.
Somebody is Starlinking. I'm not sure if it's you or me. Might be me.
So, how you find this, D-Wag? I've gone over this on every single stream.
Square states are better than squiggly states. I don't know about that, Jack Stafford. The square.
All right, share my screen.
Okay. This one.
Let's get you. You ever play any of the Metal Gear Solid games?
This one. No.
Have you?
No.
Hey, share my screen.
I'm
share
trying. Which one? Which one?
You were sharing it. That was it. I just hadn't hit play yet.
All right.
Have you ever played the Metal Gear Solid games?
No.
Okay, so in the Metal Gear Solid games, it's essentially the Navy versus the Army and the military-industrial complex. So Navy versus Army versus the military-industrial complex. Some of what Metal Gear gave you was like it gave you an introduction into the military complex on oil rigs, right? And this was coming from a Japanese perspective, right? And so the way we took over Central America and, the way we helped the French and the British take over Argentina and all that, when we took over Panama, very, very rudely, what we were doing, the operations of strategic services, which became the CIA, we're running everything off of oil rigs. And so watch this.
On January 30th, 1976, President Gerald Ford, a man who had never won a presidential election, appointed George H.W. Bush as the 11th director of CIA, a man who, on paper anyways, had never worked for the agency. To this day, mainstream histories and Bush family hagiographies take this appointment at face value with little skepticism or question. Otherwise respected historians and biographers simply report that George H.W. Bush, or as he was known to his friends, Poppy Bush, a former congressman from Texas and ambassador to both the UN and the People's Republic of China under Nixon, was for whatever reason chosen by President Ford, Nixon's successor, to be his spy chief in the last year of his presidency.
Yes, that's
The
true.
Secretary of State,
Yeah, he was not
cared for by his diplomatic,
Spiro Agnew. He replaced Spiro Agnew.
a position that would fit his public.
Okay,
Do you know how maddening it is?
All
Do you know
right.
how maddening it is for people who listen to live streams when you're playing a video and you start talking over it?
Yeah. So Jack Stafford said Ford didn't win a presidential election, nor was he elected as VP. That's true. Ford took Spiro Agnew's place, and he was appointed. Yes. And Ford had something to do with the Bushes, too. That was all kind of weird.
Yeah, like Ford is like what our new pope is. He's installed.
Right. At least Ford had the sense to fall the right way, not defying the law like Biden.
No. Mo, you're retarded.
The law of gravity.
All right, let's listen. Listen
Listen up, Mo Biggs.
As an independent oil tycoon, but instead appointed as the director of CIA. The CIA, a notoriously insular and rarefied organization, had not had an outsider as director since the Kennedy and Johnson presidencies, when businessman John McCone was appointed as director by JFK in late '61 to replace the ubiquitous Allen Dulles after the whole Bay of Pigs fiasco. John McCone, largely a lame duck director that never truly had control of his agency, was eventually replaced by a Navy man, William Rayborn, by LBJ, before quickly opting to return the CIA to their original masters, in the form of elevating an agency veteran, Richard Helms, to the top spot in the last half of his presidency. Although official histories portray CIA Director Bush as a John McCone-type outsider, the reality is almost certainly the complete opposite, as I'll argue throughout this documentary. Future President George H.W. Bush's connections to the CIA date back as far as the early 1950s. Although he was likely tapped as a young man out of Yale for intelligence work, Bush would make his name known during the anti-Castro operations, starting with the Bay of Pigs and remaining an agency asset throughout the CIA's Caribbean operations in the early 60s. During this period, Poppy Bush served as an emissary of sorts between the Yankee world of Wall Street, embodied by his father, Prescott Bush, and his well-established friends, and the world of the cowboys in the rising state of Texas, dominated by the energy sector, independent wildcat billionaires, and a private intelligence web to be tapped by Langley. Understanding and deconstructing George H.W. Bush's pilgrimage to Texas and his rise as a transplant cowboy helps illuminate the national reorientation that was taking place during the 1960s. And
so you remember at this time, there's a set of it's like 13 to 17 families in Texas, and they own all of the land of Texas. It's literally like less than 20 families.
Right.
And
there was a Wall Street and a Texas thing going on too, wasn't there?
Yeah, Texas, like
and the
Austin.
Bushes were kind of the Wall Street guys, but then they moved to Texas and did it.
Well, what they were doing is they were setting up oil businesses as front companies, and they were using the Department of Energy probably had this shit going on. Veterans Affairs probably had this shit going on. If you know the operations of Strategic Services, which is the Army, were doing these oil rig operations, you know for a fucking fact that the Navy and the Marines were doing it. There's a lot of obvious
shenanigans
that are going on, and if it's so easy to put all of it together that it's actually quite laughable how obvious what they were doing was.
This was after Yosemite Sam went back to Yosemite and sold all his deeds to Poppy. I think that was in the 1800s, wasn't it? When Yosemite Sam did that.
Are you talking about when Yosemite became a national park?
No, Mo Biggs is. This was after Yosemite Sam went back to Yosemite and sold his deeds to Poppy.
I don't know if he's being humorous, but I don't know when Yosemite became a national park.
Yosemite Sam. I feel like I've watched this.
Ultimately,
or some of it. I have two, Paulus.
So today, more than ever, welcome to Eyes Wide Open, and let's roll that intro.
I'll never apologize for the United States of America.
Toronto.
Ever. I don't care what the facts are. I will lead her. I will do my level best to stand up for freedom and democracy around the world by keeping the United States of America strong and by keeping our eyes wide open as we welcome change in the world, but keeping our eyes wide open.
The early 1960s marked a period of intense institutional change within the United States at the highest levels of the ruling class. The historic power center, since the end of the Civil War in the northeastern states, was being challenged by a rising order in the American Southwest. The increasing U.S. domestic dependence on oil reserves in the Sun Belt, mostly in Texas, and the subsequent establishment of massive defense contracts in the vast deserts of the West, marked the ascendancy of the Southwest as the new promised land for post-war American capitalism. This transition period southward has been colloquially termed the Yankee Cowboy War, or in other terms, a temporary rearranging of institutional power away from the northeastern Yankee class towards the southwestern cowboy class.
Which Bush was part of.
Nation under black.
Well, what it was the railroad mafia.
Right, but Bush was part of that, and he broke away from it.
Yeah, Southern Pacific. No, has not broken away from it. Southern
infiltrated the
Norfolk Railroad. No, the Prescott family are pine trees and iron mafia. They are the railroad mafia.
There's a pine tree mafia?
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thunk?
You remember every railroad in the United States, they own 13 to 20 miles of both sides of every single railroad. Which is 33. So on every side of every railroad that you've ever seen in your life, the railroad mafia, which is the Army Corps of Engineers, which is the Army, which is Norfolk Southern, which is Pacific Southern, which is AT&T, which is that Canadian railroad thing that's connected to Southern Norfolk. They're all the same, and they own 13 to 20 miles of every single side of a railroad.
Right. Like it goes up that way and they own that much of it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we talked
So
about
if you live 13 to 20 miles of a
Right.
railroad and your property is 13 to 20 miles of a railroad, your
own
shit
it.
is really owned by the railroad mafia.
Wow.
You don't own it. Just like when you own property on lakes near power plants, when you buy that property, you never own that property.
Own it.
It's owned by the power company. It's theirs.
At any time they can just this is not yours
Anytime.
anymore. Get out.
Anytime.
You're done. Bye. Get out.
They will fucking take it from you.
Well,
explores a concept first described by Kirkpatrick Sale in his book Power Shift. Sale describes a new emerging U.S. power center after World War II, and he calls it the quote-unquote Southern United States.
Are you a Canadian sympathizer and a spy?
Southern states.
I hate the Canadians.
Are you a sympathizer and a spy? I'm not making any accusations. Neither is Jack Stafford. We're just asking. Are you a Canadian sympathizer and a spy?
No and no.
AT&T stands for Army Training Taliban.
Do you know what the Taliban stands for?
Bad people.
The base.
The base. Taliban. The base.
The base.
My grandma's house used to have the railroad behind her house. The railroad owns her house. Okay,
Yes.
so my grandmother, my dad's mom, lived right across from the railroad in the coal mines of Pennsylvania. Right? I mean, like right across the street, there was the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And the coal trains used to go back and forth.
Yeah.
So the coal mine owned my grandmother and my grandfather's house because they worked for the company, for the coal company. Like they
And the coal company is owned by the railroads.
My grandfather had to work for the coal company, had to live in their house, had to buy their groceries, had to do, all that. Yeah.
Absolutely. The grocery stores were owned by the railroads and coal mines. The clothing stores, your paychecks,
And
you
they
didn't even
priced
get
it.
cash.
They priced
had
it
a
just
check.
enough. You couldn't save any money.
Yeah,
to get
and you
out.
could only spend it there.
In the
in the property.
sold to the company store. Yep.
Exactly.
Portions of the Midwest and the Sun Belt, a large expanse that stretched from Florida to California. She continues, quote, "The Rim's ascendancy was connected to the opening up of vast real estate opportunities, related in part to tourism and retirement, to oil and gas industries, and to the delirious growth of defense-related industries under the Cold War era."
That's exactly what a Canadian sympathizer would say.
Northeastern Power Center towards the southern rim, although subterfuge and easily missed, was by no means a peaceful transfer of power. As we move forward in our timeline, these cowboy interests will crystallize, firstly in the post-Bay of Pigs Cuba operations, and then in the wars in Southeast Asia, and finally in South and Central America in the 80s. George H.W. Bush, the future quote-unquote outsider director of the CIA, represented a key piece of this reorientation as a Yankee wonder kid posing successfully, albeit, as cowboy royalty. So let's start at the ground floor with the Bush family themselves, because to understand future CIA director and
Gay
future
dollar. Pause.
Yeah.
You never forgave Lincoln for figuratively railroading your ancestors out of their prized slave Aunt Jemima, who went on to be worth billions. Your slave Aunt Jemima, bro. You're mad at Lincoln. Figuratively railroading her out. What is he saying? That you're full of shit? Are you full of shit? or you're full of Aunt Jemima. Eddie K. Grown up stuff like this builds insurance, but her house sold. Oh, it's Aunt Jemima. Your favorite.
President George H.W. Bush. We must first look at his father, Connecticut Senator Prescott Bush.
So you remember, it was Prescott Bush's henchmen who essentially murdered Tesla and stole all his patents.
That motherfucker
So the Bush family, which is railroad mafia,
owns Tesla's patents.
has half of Tesla's patents, and Donald Trump's family has the other half of Tesla's.
Is that real? Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And the Tesla family started a school with the Trump family in New York, and that school still exists today.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
It's a school that's similar to like what Elon Musk is doing with his Ad Astra school. Like there's no phone number to it, there's no web page to it. And so when Tesla was, AKA murdered, the Bush family, which is AT&T, the Nokia people, all those guys, they got those Tesla patents. And Prescott, which is a German family as well, on the male side, they're the ones who ended up creating the CIA through the Operations and Strategic Services for the Army.
And then all of a sudden, George Herbert Walker Bush was head of the CIA.
And then the building was named after him, and then he became president, and then his son became president.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is because of the oil rigs and the offshore.
Is that why we went to war with Iraq? Toppled
Yes,
Saddam
yeah,
Hussein?
exactly. So when we did the war fire, when we fought Gog and Magog,
Who did 9/11? That was a good reason to go after.
Who did 9/11?
Yeah, that's a good reason to go after
The Europeans.
Really? Wasn't the Saudis? It wasn't the.
Fuck no. So when 9/11 went down,
wasn't the Moose Lambs?
No, absolutely not. So when the 9/11 scenario happened, the world trade of the world went back to Malta. So the hub, like the hub of diamond trade, Antwerp. The hub of world trade, Malta. Things like, and Malta's a tiny little island.
Trump owns the Tesla patents for radio waves that can make you fly around in the air wherever you want.
That's
like
stupid.
Most of Tesla's ideas. It doesn't work, but it sounds cool.
No, not true. Most of Tesla's ideas were integrated.
Sound cool, but are just not practical.
They're energy products, weapons, energy manufacturing. Donald Trump's uncle, he had higher than Q clearance. His clearance was so fucking high that presidents couldn't know what he was doing. He was a part of all of the what was that island in New York? What was that island called?
Manhattan. Long Island.
Anyway, he was a part of all those Manhattan projects and all that. The
Manhattan Project?
They use resonation tools to heighten anxiety, depression, and things like that. And these resonating tools, they're essentially like in water plants and electric facilities. They create this resonating hum. Just like 6G has been approved in the government, but it's 6G. Only.
How many more G's do we need? Isn't 5 enough?
No, it can keep going. So, and then also on top of the megahertz, the government is filing for like 632 megahertz and all that, so they can start producing that resonation in the public. Like these are.
Well, DWAG has actually been developing and inventing stuff that he's keeping secret. He's developed a lot of technology that can create matter of any kind, but he doesn't want anybody to steal his ideas. What do you think about that?
He's gay.
Born in Columbus, Ohio,
I think you should keep on developing those ideas.
Established Northeastern Anglo-German family that could trace their lineage back to pre-revolutionary America. Prescott's father, Samuel Bush, Poppy Bush's grandfather, was a steel company president who during World War I served as the chief of ordnance, small arms, and ammunition of the War Industries Board. A pretty substantial.
So that's the iron mafia, the railroad mafia, the tree mafia. That's what that is. You hear what he just said?
No, replay it. I'm looking at the chat.
Bush. Born in Columbus, Ohio in 1895, Prescott Bush came from an old, established Northeastern Anglo-German family that could trace their lineage back to pre-revolutionary America. Prescott's father, Samuel Bush, Poppy Bush's grandfather, was a steel company president who during World War I served as the chief of ordnance, small arms, and ammunition of the War Industries Board, a pretty substantial position within the growing military industry. There, Sam Bush helped coordinate steel shipments to major weapons manufacturers during the Great War. Although a successful businessman before the interwar years, the Bush family remained big fish in a relatively small pond, still relegated to the foundries and factories.
They went to Texas.
It would be Sam Bush's son, Prescott, the father of the future CIA director and president, that would bring the Bush family out of the Midwest and towards the upper echelons of Yankee power, otherwise known, of course, as Wall Street. Prescott Sheldon Bush followed.
And you got to remember, not only does the Bush family own baseball teams, they also were like the first people to open certain banks. And so coming from Prescott's father and going into George Bush Jr. and George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., he actually ran certain Texas banks, which was a money laundering hub for the Army Corps of Engineers, aka the CIA, Department of Defense. They were laundering all the money that they got from the oil rigs from stealing the oil off of South American countries.
Not in his father's footsteps, but his grandfather's, James Smith Bush, by attending Yale College in 1913. There, Prescott would join the Skull and Bones Society, the oldest and most prestigious of Yale's constellation of secret fraternal orders. Prescott's spy president's son, George H.W., and presidential grandson, George W., would both later be...
Remember, that is the skull of, what's the Indian?
Not Hiawatha. Okay. Cochise or something. Yeah, and they actually went and stole it.
Yeah, and so that skull is like a contract.
Geronimo.
That skull is like a contract, and whoever controls these things control the contract of the property that they're around. Just like, you know, how when the Army Corps of Engineers started expanding out into the West, they started destroying and building on top of Indian graveyards and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so the same thing happens in, like, when the Romans attacked the Celts in where you have in France on the Seine River, you have Notre Dame. Under Notre Dame is like 3 different cultures of life that have been taken over. The first being the Celts, and then like the Druidic, Germanic Celts, and then you had the Catholics where they built the church on there, and then that's where the French king burned and mutilated Jacques de Molay, who was like the godfather of central banking for this like Masonic entity that they were doing. It's like the church making banks That's all that really was. So they have they have contracts, blood contracts, body parts. It's like the Saxe-Coburg-Gothas are German families, but they are the British. They control the British throne, the Scottish throne, and the northeastern portion of Northern Ireland. All that is handled by physical items. So, like the scone of Scotland, which is one of the oldest stones, which is always placed under the throne of the Scottish emperors, the British now control. So when King Charles became king, he also became the grand holder of the scone of the Scottish royalty. So like they actually use physical objects as contracts and the basis for what they're doing. And he who controls the skull or the scone or whatever it is that they choose, esoteric, you get to control the power. So like, say for example, if you or I or ever take over Scotland and we take that stone from the King of England, which is King Charles today,
why do you say
you would be the rightful heir?
Physical items like your cupping balls. How do you say it? Like physical items when you're like your cupping balls? Why do you say that?
I don't know. I'm a hand talker.
You're a hands-on kind of guy. Yeah.
Into the secret club. And of course, it's no secret that Skull and Bones was a popular entryway for future spooks into the cult of intelligence. Prescott was instrumental in building not only the Bush family's legacy at Yale, but also the mythology of Skull and Bones Society itself. He allegedly, according to Bonesman lore anyways, took part in the raiding of Native American hero Geronimo's tomb in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to steal his skull, which remains the enduring perverse relic of the order to this day. Yeah. It should be noted that the authenticity of the alleged Geronimo skull in the Skull and Bones tomb remains in question. But the story of Prescott and his buddies digging up a grave in Oklahoma is considered real by historians. Prescott ultimately graduated from Yale in 1918 and served at the very tail end of World War I in an Army artillery unit. By 1919, Prescott was back in America, where he would truly cement the Bush name into the annals of the Northeastern aristocracy. Now, it's no secret that Prescott Bush was considered by some of the old Brahmin families of New York and New England as a somewhat mediocre man whose only accomplishment was in marrying well. Although murmurs of his mediocrity were quickly extinguished by his cunning and indiscriminate abilities as a Wall Street banker, it is undeniable that Prescott Bush married his way into his position in the upper echelon of the American capital. In 1921, Prescott married George H.W. Bush's mother, Dorothy Walker, the daughter of renowned banker and Eastern Old Boy George Herbert Walker, who would shortly after the marriage be appointed president of W.A. Harriman & Co. Bank.
Yeah.
Harriman he married a rich bitch. Okay, that's right. I remember.
Well, you remember it's the Browns, the Harrimans, the Gettys, the Pelosi's, and the Newsoms that control California today.
Uh-huh.
So the Browns and the Harrimans still have big dicks to this day.
Yeah, the Harrimans were, I remember watching this video once. The Harrimans were mentioned. Yeah.
Well, I've mentioned the Harrimans a couple times.
Harriman Bank or something. And
well, the Browns and the Harrimans are one of the most powerful law firms in existence in the world.
I have to go soon.
And they their home base is San Francisco. And you have three or four of the most powerful law firms in the United States, all out of San Francisco and the surrounding areas. And the Browns and the Harriman law firm is that. His only copy was married. Well,
it was marrying well. Bullshit. You could set your watch to that by that haircut. The Browns control California. Don't tell Bancroft.
Yeah.
and Co. was, of course, the namesake bank of the Democratic Harriman family, the illustrious railroad tycoons. Even before he was hired to the firm by his father-in-law in 1926, Prescott Bush had been classmates with Roland Harriman at Yale and had been a member of Skull and Bones alongside both Roland and his older and probably more famous brother, W. Averill Harriman, during his time there. W. Averill Harriman, of course, would go on to become a titan within Democratic Party politics, serving as President Truman's Secretary of Commerce in the crucial post-war period from 1946 to 48, and would be elected governor of New York in 1955, serving only one term. Averill Harriman would remain a key foreign policy advisor to presidents all the way up to Lyndon Johnson. Harriman and Co. became a veritable meeting ground for future top Yankee bureaucrats. Russ Baker, in his fantastic book Family of Secrets, which I'm pulling extensively from for this history, notes that alongside the Harriman brothers and Prescott Bush, future Truman Secretary of Defense Robert Lovett was also a partner at the firm. Interestingly, the Lovett-Harriman connection actually went back one generation earlier. The Lovett family from
Is this supposed to be shocking? I mean,
Yankee Harrimans through Robert Lovett's father, none other than Robert S. Lovett Sr., of course, who could have guessed, who had actually been the president of the railroads owned by E.H. Harriman, the Harriman brothers' father. Therefore, it was likely through this familial connection through the fathers that, say, a man like Robert Lovett Jr., Truman's future defense secretary, got his
think about that.
Harriman and Co. Bank in the 90s.
Oh, it's just a sec, $8. D-Wag, Mo Biggs is saying, I can't believe that my show has been infiltrated by that elite from the dumpster mafia.
Dump that. Can you remove his comment real quick so you guys can, or move me up?
Do I know how to move you up?
You just gotta drag my icon up, I think. But just click. There you go. Boom. Yeah. Back dump coin. But yeah, dude, tree goblins back here behind me. Fucking tree mafia over here. Fuck.
You have a tree mafia behind you?
No, tree goblin. He's mad about some stuff I did online, and he sent me DAD threads. But I'm part of a street gang, street racing gang.
A dumpster mafia? Are you part of a dumpster mafia?
Yes. Unfortunately, they infiltrated, but yeah, we're Altered Beast out here.
Oh wait, let me make you big. Show it again.
Okay.
All right, do it again. There we go. Attaboy.
Yeah, look at this cool thing. It's super cool. All right, we can get back to Altered Beast gangs. Yeah, I don't know anything. I just was checking because Tree Goblin said he's behind me. I don't know if he's talking about his tree.
He's saying he'll get you. He's gonna get you, D-Wag.
All right, I gotta fucking go.
Don't let him catch you, bro. Don't let him catch you.
Well, he is a tree. I don't know how mobile he is, but it's probably.
But when he gets a hold of you, good luck.
Dude, he's getting deep roots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta check him.
Go eat the apples off somebody else's tree. Yeah.
All right, we'll go.
Check
yum.
Under that dumpster, bro. Can trees grow under dumpsters?
Guys, I think he's talking about this house over here. Oh, you can't see it. All right.
How far away are you from a railroad? 13 miles? Yeah, 13 miles on either side.
Of either side? There is a
tree goblin, bro. He's going to come get you.
There is a railroad, and it's over by Crack Mountain, which is over there, and it's across the street. So there is a railroad. It's behind Crack Mountain.
The axe forgets, but the tree remembers, D-Wag.
Oh, shit. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but it sounds pretty deep.
It is.
Leave D-Wag alone. Leave D-Wag alone.
Leave D-Wag alone. Tree Goblin is just mean, dude. He's just a mean tree.
Should I ban him for life from my channel?
No, don't do that, because then he'll make an alt account and then chase me forever and then call me a gatekeeper or something.
Okay, I won't.
Thank you. All right, we can get back to regularly scheduled programming. Rise from
the
the
Bushes,
way.
Prescott Bush, moved down to Texas and took things over in Texas and got into the CIA.
Oh.
And George Herbert Walker Bush married into a rich Prescott Bush married a rich woman. Right?
The railroad family was marrying into a banking family.
All right.
That's all that was.
Okay, it's time to shave. Get this scraggly crap off. Are you guys still going longer or what?
I have to go soon.
Okay, we can go.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye.
You're gonna end it like that?
Yes, just like this. Bye. End stream.